I beat down the block, pick up and drop. We got nowhere to be, so we watching the clock. Ain't no time, we don't stop. Like it or not, all you niggas get stitched like designs on my socks. I got the moves, watch how I groove. Pumping the bass, feel it all through the room. All in your face with my whip, watch me zoom. Stay up all night, then wake up afternoon. Damn, I don't know how far we'll go. We live in the moment and kill every show. We made our own flow, switch up and we gon' take this rocket as far as it goes. I wet on my toes, got ice for my bros. On another level, you can't even know. Y'all moving too slow, so we speed it up. We gon' tear this bitch up and we don't give a what. I know we ain't the only ones rocking, but I bet that we're the only ones doing it like this. We take the party low, it ain't no stopping. We control the whole thing so clean. I might just rage when I'm up on the stage. We take over the front page. All my people just rage. Get loose tonight. Just watch my moves, aight. Old news, y'all haters, old news. We like all views, yeah, we need all views tonight. I'm like an animal, container in the cannibal. I look across the room and she's shaking it like a danimal. I had them all running, like basketball. Don't involve us in no drama, cause we gon' change it all. I got the sauce, need some chicken ramen noodles. Holla shawty run her mouth, but she be looking like a poodle. I maneuver through the scene, I'm watching them all lean. Breaking the necks, chasing checks, trying to stack green like us. Stay clean like us, count cheese like us. They wanna know how we don't never say please and still make moves. We count by twos, cause one just ain't enough when we come to mess it up. Yeah, I'm at the top, you know they watching me. Yeah, I pour a cup.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? We have another interesting video today, which we will react. Yeah, welcome you to another edition, Tom's Legacy Show, Famous Nobodies, peace and love, Peter. Just want to let y'all know that we have another interesting video today. And these videos are not, I don't like that layout. Yeah, I do it like that. These videos are not to take any shots at the ones who are doing things the right way. And Famous Nobodies tomorrow, if I got your consent, I will play your clips of the videos you showed me so we can see the difference between people who take the proper steps to do shit the right way versus those who tend to I guess do what they want to do. So without further ado, now this was well, let's just see. Fair use.
Islam, brother. Islam.
Right I'm requesting the driver's information.
He's not a driver. He's a traveler.
He is a driver.
He's not a driver. He's a traveler.
Can someone tell me what's the difference between a driver and a traveler? I looked it up on Bing the other day. It's really no difference in the context of driving and traveling. I actually found a Supreme Court case that a lot of states adopted that you can't refuse to identify yourself if a police officer pulls you over for a violation to do so. Also, the courts ruled that traveling versus driving has been a misinterpreted meaning of the statute. These are recent. So whatever the case was back in the 1800s, when you didn't need a license for everything, but after 1933, pretty much you need so. So If someone can find me any contrary evidence that there's a difference between traveling and driving, although the Supreme Court has cleared up that confusion, please let me know and I will react to it.
So, isn't he driving the car?
No, he's not. He's traveling in the car.
So there you go right there. This is where I'm confused. And my personal opinion don't matter because I'm going by what the Supreme Court said. If you're behind the wheel of a vehicle, it is what it is. So I'm driving in my car. I get pulled over. When I get pulled over, I'm now traveling in it, but I'm not driving. So when I get stopped, all of a sudden, my hands are no longer on the steering wheel. I'm just sitting back and the car is driving itself. Now, with the Tesla, I think you might be able to get away with that argument. Hey, you could put the Teslas, you could put the auto and it'll drive itself. So you can say, hey, I'm not driving, I'm traveling. My hands are not on the stick. I don't know. But I'm just trying to understand the difference between when you're not pulled over, you're operating a motor vehicle. You're driving it. Your foot's on the gas, your foot's on the brake, the stick shift. Then when you get pulled over, none of the mechanics that apply to operating a motor vehicle, they don't apply now. So now I'm traveling and not driving. I still don't understand it.
Oh, so I didn't know he wasn't driving the car.
But he's not.
Oh, he's not driving the car.
He's traveling in the
So
car.
is the
In his
car driving
automobile.
itself?
In the
Oh.
automobile, he is.
So that was a question she just asked. Like I said, so she said, "Is the car driving itself?" That's exactly what she said. It's the car driving it. Because that would be a question I would ask. Was the car driving itself? Does it talk back to you? Does it have a mind of its own? Like one of those Back to the Future cars? What kind of car does he have? Because every car that I've been in, someone has to operate it. Someone has to hit the gas. Someone has to brake. Someone has to put the turn signal on. He might be one of those futuristic vehicles that come out in the year 2040.
Traveling. Look. Look. They ready to kill us. Two young black, not even black, two Moorish men.
Earlier that day.
Right for me inside. You know what I'm saying? You're traveling.
Hello, how are you? I'll say, please, Joel Murphy. License, registration, insurance, please.
What's your name and badge number?
All right, so I guess the driver is kind of new to it, and the passenger is kind of like schooling them on what to do. The driver goes for the, I guess, the credentials, license, registration. It's the passenger that starts to get the ball rolling.
Huh?
What's your name and badge number?
You don't need to know that. I'm not talking to you.
Anybody asks your name and badge number, you're supposed to present it.
Hello.
Can I get your name and badge number, please?
I'm not talking to you. You're not the driver of the vehicle.
I'm talking to you. You're
Okay.
a public servant.
No,
I
you're
need
not
your
the
name and
driver of the
badge
vehicle.
number.
I'm not talking to you.
I need. Your name and badge number, please, for the record.
I already introduced myself.
Name
I
and
need
badge
your license,
number.
registration, insurance, please. All right, you want me to search this vehicle because I smell weed? You want me to search this vehicle because I smell weed?
Name and badge number.
You want me to search this vehicle?
Name and badge
I smell
number,
weed.
please.
I already introduced myself in the beginning.
I'm in the capacity of a man. I'm not the entity.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
All right, now. Somebody got to explain that to me. Explain that. I'm in the capacity of a man. Well, famous nobodies. I'll take a look at it and react to it because I'm already lost.
Sir, can I have your license?
We're traveling. I'm a co-traveler.
What in the doohickey is going on over here? This co-traveler needs to keep his mouth shut because he's clearly about to make things worse.
Can I have your chief and the sheriff out here, please?
License, registration,
Can I have your chief and your sheriff out here right now?
License, registration, insurance, please.
I'm demanding that you have your chief and your sergeant and the sheriff out here right now. I'm demanding that.
Okay, so this fool wants the chief, the sergeant, and the sheriff out there. For what? So you can have 3 more people telling you the same thing? That you're wrong?
Sir, you're not the driver of the vehicle.
I'm the co-traveler. I have all right to freedom of speech. Y'all not ready to fuck us.
I need license, registration, insurance.
I have the right to freedom of speech and the right to freedom of press. I need your chief out here right now, and I need the sheriff of the county out here right now. And for the record, I need your name and your badge number. For the record, I need your name and your badge number.
Co-traveler, why do you keep saying for the record? What record? And why can't you just keep your mouth shut? Just keep your mouth shut. You're not even the driver.
For the record, I need your name and your badge number.
Right on the shoulder, just past Wood Street, south of 130.
I need your delegation of authority also. I'm for you everybody that comes over here. I am for you everybody that comes over here. Yes, ma'am. Y'all got the correct one today.
What you got out there?
Driver's giving me a hard time. Smell weed. Might do a search. I need additional.
He's not in the capacity of a driver.
Okay.
We're travelers.
I need additional.
I'm the
please.
co-traveler. Traveling. I need your name and your badge number. Smell weed, my ass. Is he committing a crime? Are we going to commit a crime? Are you suspecting him of committing a crime?
I was going to let him know why I'm stopping him once he gives me his credentials.
Okay, we're travelers.
All right. So for those who still believe that there has to be an injured party, an actual crime committed, I keep telling everybody, read the Erie versus Tompkins case. They took the common law out of the courts unless it's in certain situations as dealing with property rights. I don't care what any people say. The Supreme Court came back in 1938, the Erie versus Tompkins case. Common law is taken out of the courts. Unless you're dealing with property or property rights. Because in order for the judge to grant the plaintiff their rights to property, the courts have to form a constructive trust. And that's when the equity side comes in. It's like in a foreclosure. When they foreclose on you, they're going to court for breach of trust as you being the trustee on the contract, them being the beneficiary. And this is why the plaintiff usually wins. That's why you have to file a counterclaim as you as the plaintiff and them as the defendant. But Erie versus Tompkins, that common law shit in the court, someone has to be injured. The state is not an entity. I mean, the state is not a person. All that was done away with in 1938. But they know that, but they sidestep that and stick to the Supreme Court cases that they cherry pick from to fit their position. Because yes, these people would take a sentence of a case and apply the whole ruling to that one sentence. This is why none of them, when they ever ask them, like, okay, so what did that court talk about? They all, well, I'm not here for it. Oh, no. Because they never ever really read the cases. Somebody told them, put a little sentence regarding the case, and that's what they use. A lot of them don't do their own thorough research. When they join these organizations, associations, whatever they put in front of them, what they tell them what law is, that's what they go by.
I have no reason. Is he committing a crime?
You have no
Don't
reason.
talk. Be quiet.
I'm sorry.
Are you committing a crime? Are we committing a crime? Are we going to commit a crime? Did we come from committing a crime? Is anybody harmed in this situation right now? I need your name and your badge number. Simple as that. And get the sheriff out here and get the sheriff.
Actually, I'm working for the sheriffs right now, and they're on their way.
Get your higher power out here
So
right now.
relax, bro. Okay, relax.
No, I got your bro.
Relax.
You're a public servant. You're here to serve me.
Okay. All right, I'm doing my job. I'm conducting a stop right
I
now,
need the sheriff out
and
here
I'm
right
being
now.
cordial with
I
you.
need the sheriff out here right
I'm
now.
requesting the driver's information.
He's not a driver. He's a traveler.
He is a driver.
He's not a driver. He's a traveler.
So, isn't he driving the car?
No, he's not. He's traveling in the car.
Oh, so I didn't know he wasn't driving the car.
But he's not.
Oh, he's not driving the car.
He's traveling in the
So
car.
is the
In his
car driving
automobile.
itself?
In the
Oh.
automobile, he is traveling.
Okay.
I know this. Get your
Did you
sheriff out
did you
here
go to
right
school
now.
for this?
Get your sheriff. I don't answer questions.
Oh.
You
The-
answer.
the-
You answer my question.
Don't question me. then.
You're a public
Because you're a
servant.
passenger. Don't question me.
I'm not a passenger. I'm a co-traveler.
Yeah, you are. You're a
Now,
passenger.
I am not.
Yeah, you are.
I am not. Get your sheriff out
One
here
of
right
you is
now.
Malik.
I
I know that.
don't answer no questions.
right,
You
Malik.
answer the questions. Your name and your badge number for the record, please.
I already introduced myself in the beginning.
I need it for the record.
Yo, she is not trying to deal with this shit today. You know what I'm saying? She ain't even trying to force him to get out the car. She is not trying to deal with this shit. Like, they be like, as soon as they say one word that gives that buzzword, they be like, let me get a sergeant, got a sergeant citizen here. They're like, so you're one of those guys? I'm like, oh, man, this shit is about to be strenuous.
I already introduced myself when I first
Name
came
and
out
badge
of the
number.
vehicle.
Oh, I'm coming after this whole department. Yes,
I
ma'am.
already introduced myself.
You know,
My question is this. Why are these people so hostile? I mean, they could go to the car and be like, license proof, I don't need this. I'm like, God damn. Like, why are these? They just natural. That's how I know a patriot, whatever you want to call it, patriot, sovereign citizen, more, whatever. I know who they are because these people are some of the most hostile people and difficult people on planet Earth. These people are hostile for no reason. Why is he yelling? She wasn't even addressing him. She's addressing the driver or the trap. I don't know. Whoever, the one that's hands on the steering wheel on the left side of the car. That's who she's addressing. But why are these people so hostile? It's like, golly, tone it down. And I'm the only one supposed to be hostile.
you're supposed to put it on the
I already
record, correct?
introduced myself in the beginning. Okay. So I already introduced myself in the beginning.
Lock all doors. Lock the door and crack the window. Kill this. Weed my ass.
Hey, the driver like, man, I don't know what the hell you get me into right now, man. This shit better work. He said, lock the door, crack the window. Hey, the driver like, man, this shit better work. Yo, you get me into some shit. This shit better work. Hey, I think he probably paid him. And part of the packet, we gonna ride around with this shit and hoping we get pulled over. I think they be hoping to get pulled over just so they can have court on the side of the road.
Fucking ass. We're traveling. And I'm gonna leave your capacity of a man. Mm-hmm.
Let's speed it up a little bit. All right, let's get to.
Mm-hmm. Are you violating my rights? Are you violating our rights?
You see what I'm saying? Bro, why are you yelling? Is that part of the organization? You got to be hostile, belligerent. If it's like, are you less of a more if you are cordial and conduct yourself managed, or is that part of the initiation that you automatically got to be this hostile, argumentative person?
Name and badge number.
You got license.
Name and badge number. Name and badge number. He's a traveler. Name and badge number right now.
License, reg, and insurance.
Say your name and badge number again.
9093.
Why are you unholstering your weapon?
My weapon's still in my holster.
Why are you unclicking it?
License, reg, and insurance.
He's a traveler.
License, reg, and insurance.
He is a traveler.
What was that?
He's a traveler.
This is what?
We are traveling, officer.
Okay, you've been stopped.
Get
on
your
the motor
sheriff
vehicle
out here.
stop. License,
This is not a motor vehicle stop. We're in an automobile. We're traveling. Get your sheriff out here right now.
That's an additional charge. You understand that?
Get your sheriff out here right now.
You understand that?
Me personally, all my past runners with the law, I get pulled over. I'm trying to get the fuck out their face as fast as I can. What you need? License, insurance? All right, officer. All right, everything good. All right, ticket. All right, thank you. I ain't trying to be having these conversations with no fucking police. I'm trying to get the fuck out their face. For real. I don't know about y'all. I'm trying to get the fuck out their face as fast as I can. Fuck all that.
Get your sheriff out here right now.
Failing to comply with police order, you will be charged additionally.
No matter. Get your sheriff out here right now. Ain't no charge of nothing.
Yes, you are.
He's in the capacity of a man, not the entity.
This guy is fucking stupid.
I don't care who you speaking to, officer. I don't care. I'm not the driver. I'm the co-traveler and he's the traveler.
You the what?
I'm the co-traveler and he's the traveler. Don't matter.
Are you driving?
Don't matter. Nobody's driving here, officer.
Come on, y'all. Like, make it make sense. What do you mean? Like, yeah, famous. I'm gonna check. Yeah, I'm gonna check that because I need some clear. I still don't get it. Like, co-traveler.
Okay. Obviously,
get your sheriff out here right now. Right? I just dealt with this. Get your sheriff out here right now.
I'm not the sheriff.
I'm demanding to get your sheriff out here right now.
Not the sheriff department.
Don't care. Get your sheriff out here right now. Get your higher authority out here right now.
Driver, do you have license, reg, or insurance?
You got the right to remain silent.
Okay.
We're exercising our rights.
Added to your name. You have any documents for this vehicle?
Don't need it. We're traveling.
I'm speaking to the driver, not the passenger.
I don't care who you're speaking to, officer.
Well, if you don't, I'm not talking to you.
I don't care who you're speaking to, officer. You're not. Are you violating our rights? Where's your delegation of authority?
You were stopped for a motor vehicle.
Where's your delegation of authority, officer?
Driver,
I need your delegation of authority right now.
Driver, do you have any documents?
Are you rejecting?
Delegation of authority on the side of the road. Like, why do these people act like these officers are supposed to have some of the most outrageous, ridiculous information on them? Your bond number, badge number, the badge school, bond number, delegation of authority, oath of, like, all that's supposed to be on them.
To give me the delegation of authority?
Driver, do you have any identification, yes or no?
Don't need it.
Failing to comply?
Don't need it.
Yes, you do.
We're not under your statutes.
State of New Jersey, you're driving a vehicle. You need a New Jersey.
We're not.
So basically, he's saying that since we're not under your statutes, we don't have to comply with the proper regulations with the Department of Transportation and stuff. So these are the people that get pulled over because there's nothing in the system authorizing this. because they believe they don't have to. So when they run their system, there's nothing coming back. What do they expect the officers to do? Shit, crazy.
Driving, we're traveling.
You're traveling.
We're traveling.
And driving the same thing.
No, it's not.
You have
No,
autopilot
it's not.
on this vehicle.
No, it's not.
You still.
No, it's not. What are y'all violating my rights? Are you violating my rights? Are you violating my rights?
You have any identification, driver?
I need everybody's badge number over here right
no
now.
No problem. We'll be all on the summonses you receive.
I need everybody's right now.
Rios, right here. Rios, 9093, Burton City Police Department.
And what's all your what's
driver? You have any ID on you?
I need everything right now. We're traveling.
Driver, do you have any ID?
We got the right to remain silent. Get your sheriff out here right now.
No problem. Driver, do you have any ID? Yes or no?
Don't matter.
Are you found?
Now, I think that goes on how the vehicle is registered, because on my vehicle registration, it says public use or private use. It has the option on the DMV form. So if they was to say this is a private, I'm not driving for business or commercial, this is a private use vehicle, and you get that private use registered, whatever, however you do it, I think once they get behind you and run your plates, there's supposed to be something there that tells the officer, unless there's an actual violation, no need to pull over because of whatever place they have, or something. It should be something that pops in the system that allows you to do what you're doing. It has to be something that pops up. It has to be.
Found to comply?
All
You'll be placed under arrest.
All right, further, you can't. And if you do, we're going to sue you.
No problem.
We're going to sue you. We're going to sue you. That's all it is.
You have any documents?
That's all it
yes
is.
or no?
Don't need it. We're traveling.
You're driving behind a vehicle.
Traveling.
What's it?
And famous nobodies, you're right. No one is above the law. I'm not above the law. Just because I know what I know, I still got to follow the rules. I still got to go through the proper channels. Ain't nobody special. Did the IRS look at me like I'm somebody special? Hell, fuck no. Nobody's above the law. Take the proper steps to have your shit registered the way you wanted to, or document it. I'm pretty sure there's a right way to do it. Matter of fact, I know there's a right way to do it because I have proof there's a right way to do it. I'm not going to go be like, all right, this is what y'all do. I need to talk to the man that does it correctly. What the hell? Famous nobodies. He do this shit correctly from what I've seen. But me personally, that's not my lane. My vehicle is registered in my name. I have a valid driver's license. Me personally, whatever. Now, if I was traveling state to state, doing my thing, picking this up, dropping this off, turn back around, I may want to have that extra security because what I may be having in my vehicle. Yes. But if I'm riding clean all day, every day, or you could just be exercising it because you have a right to do so. So it's not about exercising your rights. I think it's how they go about doing it, which is the problem.
You know the difference.
Explain the difference.
You know the difference.
Explain the difference.
Get your sheriff out here.
Explain the difference.
Get your sheriff out here.
Explain the difference.
Right now. I don't answer questions. I demand it.
You demand them?
Get your sheriff out here.
Strong weed of marijuana coming
Don't matter. Don't matter. We're not under
matter?
your statutes, your codes, or your resolutions, or your ordinances. Straight like that. And you know that.
You have any identification?
We're going to sue the fuck out you. We're going to sue the fuck out you. Now. We're going to sue the fuck out you.
I'm recording too.
Don't matter.
Don't matter?
Don't matter. This
What's your
right
name?
here.
What's your name?
I'm a traveler.
You're a traveler?
I don't answer questions.
Why is he so like, If he was up my way in the DMV and PG County, punishment guaranteed, or the DC police, or the Fairfax County police out in VA, man, they would have been broke out window and drug their asses about that vehicle. Face to the pavement. Facts. And anybody from the DMV already know. Facts. They would have been, face would have been on the pavement. PG would have fucked both of their asses up.
Traveling from?
Don't matter.
Don't matter?
We don't answer questions.
And when PG drive you to the ground, they sneak in hooks, uppercut to the body, bam, elbow to the head, boom. Man, PG be fucking motherfuckers up, especially the jump outs. We got the jump outs out here. These motherfuckers vicious. They be coming out of nowhere. These motherfuckers be coming out the ground. For real, jump outs out here crazy.
We demand it.
Self-made, you know, you right there in the heart of motherfucker out Temple Hill, St. Barnabas Road. I used to live on the Big 3-0. My little brother from 28. Yeah, I know exactly you know, in that whole area right there. With the little club I used to always perform at. I forgot the name of the club on St. Barnabas Road. But all that shit out there, it's vicious out there. It's vicious. You need to have your dog on you at all times out there. It's vicious. When PG get behind you, try this shit in PG if you want. They would have been fucked both of them up. Nah, for real, they be fucking you up out there. Facts.
Now.
Driver, do you have any ID on you?
Now. He's a traveler.
All right. That's another charge you're going to get too, so it
don't matter. I just went to Superior Court. I just went to Superior Court. Killed them.
The what?
Superior Court. Yeah, I just went there.
For what?
Now, none of your business.
Are you driving?
None of your business.
Are you driving?
We're traveling.
That's the fact, Sophie. That's a fact. I used to live out PG. I used to live out Hyattsville. But I used to live right there near the Tiger Mountain, Big 3-0, Southeast. Oh, man, what? Try this shit out there if you want. Try this shit if you want. They fucking you up. The police officers fucking you up. And majority of them all black. They fucking you up. They gonna beat your ass out. Let him would have been out PG County trying that. They would have beat his ass and drug him out that motherfucking vehicle. Facts. And told it. And then they would have fucked the car up. They would have broke the seats, broke the glove box, bam. They would have fucked that car up. And talking about, hey, we found it like this. Or we doing a search for drugs. They would have tore that car up. They would have took a blade, cut the inside of the, the little shit in the roof. They would have cut that open. Man, they would have tore that car up.
Yo, are you violating my rights right now?
Yeah, because you're under arrest.
No, we're not.
Yes, you are.
For what? What crime have we committed? What crime have we been suspected of committed?
You failed to abide a lawful order.
No, it's not.
You stopped for a motor vehicle violation and you failed to provide documents.
He's traveling.
Are you the driver?
Don't matter. I'm co-traveling.
You're the supervisor out here?
Yes, right now. Lieutenant, sheriff, all that. Right now. And if you touch that door handle one more time, I'm suing you. Okay. All right. On record. On record. Watch.
Co-traveler, this is Drew Ali from up above. I command you to shut up.
Hey, yo. Hey, motherfuckers crazy. Hey. Oh, shit. Hey, I know he didn't do that.
On record. Watch.
Co-traveler, this is Drew Ali from up above. I command you to shut up. All you've been doing is running your mouth, and you're the co-traveler. Please shut your mouth. You're making things worse. please shut your mouth.
Coming after your whole department, buddy. Now. Yup. You already know what time it is.
Hey, look how he looking at him though. He can't. Oh, we can't wait to get his hands on him. Look at Bart looking at him. Look at Bart. Look at his name's Bart.
Yup.
He can't stand it, yo. He want to fuck him up so bad. Look how he looking at him. He want to fuck him up so bad.
It's going right to your higher power, sir.
Driver, are you refusing to cooperate?
Oh, shit.
Are you
We got the right to
refusing
remain
open the door?
silent.
Are you refusing to provide documentation?
Traveler.
Yes, no?
Answer shit. We ain't
You speak
answering
English?
nothing. English my ass.
You speak what?
Let's
You speak what?
speed this up a little bit.
I've given you plenty of
Don't
breaks. I don't
matter.
know if you remember me, but
We're
this is about last year,
competent, officer.
all right?
We're competent.
So-
We're competent. We know our rights.
If you want to let him rule your stop, this can be handled one way. If you want to help us out and open the door and talk to us like a man,
No.
then we can
No.
go about this completely.
Ron T, you say I got 3 homeboys that got their teeth knocked out. But yeah, I'm telling you, y'all, you go to certain places with that, these motherfuckers will fuck you all the way up. For real. They will fuck you up. Not playing that shit, especially in high crime areas. Motherfuckers getting smoked every day, drugs. Man, they not playing. You think they got time to play around with that shit in certain areas? Hell nah.
Completely different way.
No.
All right, but if you want to let this young man
Get your sheriff out here.
handle the stop the way he is and control the stop, then we will do what we have to do.
Get your fucking sheriff out here now.
Okay, it's up to you.
Get your sheriff out here now.
How do you want to do this?
Did we commit a crime? Name and badge number.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. These police officers have been more than patient. I'd have been thought by now. We 23 minutes, 43 seconds in on a 41-minute video, 42 minutes. I would have been expecting them to break that shit and snatch them out. Like, they have been way cool. For real. If I was, I'd be like, you know what? These motherfuckers really been cool for real. They ain't really been harassing me. Bro, just give me your shit for right now. Just give me shit for right now. We'll go back to the drawing board. But he feel like he got a point to prove to the newbie right there. But all you're doing is just sinking yourself further. See, this is why I do shit like this, because this all applies to try to get your rights, remedies, and things like that. You always got to stay level-headed. Remember, the advantage is always on the system side, whether it's the police, whether it's the banks, the IRS, they already have the advantage. Reason why the IRS has one key advantage, because they're actually the ones that's responsible for processing our claims. Like, they really have the final say. In some ways, you're really at their mercy. Like, if you get belligerent on the phone with the IRS, they're just going to hang up on you. You sound threatening in your responses or correspondence to them, they're just going to shred your shit. They already don't want to recognize the elephant in the room. So don't do anything further that's going to take you away from your ultimate goal. And this is why in life, sometimes you have to eat shit and like the taste of it. You're going to have to eat shit sometimes. But once we remove our personal feelings and emotions out of our processes, we'll be able to see the picture clearer. And always remember, the end goal is to win. And there are never any smooth paths to victory. You got to capitalize on your advantage when they present themselves, and you always got to be prepared for anything. That's why when I teach, I give people at least 5 different ways to tackle one situation, because I'm realistic to know that they're going to put roadblocks up. And I know not to take that personal. Everything is based on voluntary compliance. It's like the flow of river. The river is going this way. Anytime you put your claim in, you're automatically swimming this way with the currents going this way. You ever try to swim against the current? Notice how hard it is? Well, that's this process. You're swimming against the current. And we got to stay level-headed and have patience and have multiple avenues to approach the situation. Because I'm going to tell you straight up, rarely does the IRS ever grant you relief off your very first document submitted. They rarely ever do. And it's not because it's actually wrong. It's because they are testing you. How long that test lasts, it all depends on your response. So if you present yourself in a manner where you're passing all the tests, at some point, they're going to give you your relief. It's just no way around it. But having this type of attitude is actually counterproductive to the results that they seek.
Name and badge number. Name and badge number.
Corporal.
Qualified questions. That's a fact. That's what I do. Ask questions. Ask questions. Qualified questions. Famous nobodies, you're absolutely right. You ask them the questions that you already know the answer to, that you know they don't want to answer. It's like when you get a tax bill. Instead of just attacking the bill, ask them to validate the taxes. Well, how did you come to your assessment? What source of income did I have which allows the income tax laws to be enforced? Ask questions. That's what I do. Ask them to, okay, you say I owe a bill. How did you reach this conclusion? Huh? Where the assessment signed under penalty of perjury? Supposed to be signed under penalty of perjury. Any assessment that places the obligation on the taxpayer to pay. Where's the assessment under penalty of perjury? How did you assess this $50,000 of taxes against me? Can I get the signature under penalty of perjury of the officer who made the assessment? Because part of our the Taxpayer Bill of Rights is we have a right to be informed about any action taken on our account, any changes made. Did I give you the authority to make changes to my tax return, which will assess a liability against me? Who signed off on it? Did you use my signature from this last return? Did you forge my signature? Ask the questions. Make them substantiate their position. You don't always have to substantiate your position. They say you owe, you make them really prove that you owe. It's a strategy, y'all. It's not just throwing a bunch of documents and words and statues on a piece of paper and shooting it. It's an art when I put my documents together. It's a strategy. I'm painting a picture.
Hesson, Bronx City Police Department. How can I help you?
Badge number.
How can I help y'all?
Badge number. Fuck out of here. We know our shit. And I got freedom of press and freedom of speech. Yep, look all in the car. Badge number, officer.
9065.
Thank you. Now back away from the car and get your higher up and get council present. Now.
open the door.
You break in
Step
here,
out and
we're
talk
suing
to
the
us.
fuck out you.
If not,
If
then we're gonna force our way into the car.
Okay.
Listen, I'm being straight up.
We're gonna sue you. You can do all that you want. We're gonna sue you.
This is by law.
Do it.
We are
Do it.
100% allowed
Okay.
to do what we're about to do.
Do
But
it.
I don't want it to get to that point. Okay.
We're gonna
I'm
sue
treating
the
you like a
fuck out of
man,
you.
bro, and I have in the past.
Let
So
him. Let him.
straight up,
Let him.
I know it's not even your car; it's your girl's car.
Private.
So you about to put this girl car in jeopardy, and it's not even your car. You don't even have a car. You're a grown-ass man. You don't have a car. Pursuing these type of things should be the last on your list. But this goes to show a lot of them are really unproductive in life. It goes to show you doing all this and this is not even your vehicle. Now I understand why you really don't care. If he had a nice vehicle, anytime I'm going to break your window, I guarantee you his situation would change fast. His position would change. Because I ain't going to lie to you. If he got to the point in time where he break my window, I said, man, you ain't breaking the windows on my Mercedes-Benz truck. Hell nah. What you need again? Yeah, you ain't breaking my shit up.
Okay. So straight up,
They can't do
I'm
that.
asking you to open the door. Okay. I remember you. I stopped you right in front of your girl's apartment on 130 in Woodland Springs, right?
Break it.
I
I swear. Yeah, okay, break it.
was
I just left
100%
Superior.
respect.
Why is he putting out these threats like he in a position of power? That's the thing. Like, sometimes, listen, taking an L is all part of the process of winning. You got your wins, you got your losses. I had some claims that I lost. I didn't always win every single claim I presented. I had some claims that they just didn't allow it. It's part of the game. Learn from it, keep it pushing. Everything's not going to be 100% win in life. And that's the problem with people in these spaces. They think that it's supposed to be 100% slam dunk every time you send a document in. It's not always the case. And then when they don't get their initial response, what do? They respond with threats. They get belligerent. They get personal. Once you've done that, you've already lost the war. So you're not thinking clearly. You're not addressing the situation. You're not strategizing. So once you get to that point and you've already lost the war, you're just fighting meaningless battles along the way. Wars are won by winning the in-between battles. Here's a win. You get a letter, your IRS sends you a bill, you send something back, and they send a letter saying, hey, we're investigating your claim. We're going to put a hold on collecting until we figure this out. That's a win. That's a mini win. It's not, you ain't win the war, but you're still in the game. They're still engaging with you. When the IRS stops engaging with you, you have a problem. As long as they still respond to you, even if it's just 60-day letters, at least they say, hey, I know we're supposed to get you back, but we need more time. Hey, it's that 60-day period. We still need more time. They're still engaging. If you send something off and it's 8 months later and you haven't heard nothing back, because the object is to get them engaged back and forth with you so your position can be heard. In this context, this ain't it.
He knows that.
You then, and I'm
Tell
going to
him
be
I
right
just
now.
left
But if you're going
Superior.
to make me do what I got to do, then
Yeah,
it is what it is,
I
bro.
just left Superior.
Don't hurt feelings.
Yep.
I got you. But
Yep.
I don't want see me have to damage your girl's car for no reason.
You see what I'm saying? You putting your girl's car in jeopardy over your pride because they're not just going to say, all right, here, you're right. Pride and ego. It has nothing to do with him being a traveler, not enforcing his rights. This is where his pride and ego has taken over. And there's too much pride and ego in these spaces. You can't win like that. like I said, at some point in your path to success, you are going to have to eat shit along the way and like the taste of it. At some point, all successful people, at some point, they all ate shit. There's nothing worth having value in this world that you're going to have, and you're not going to have to put no type of effort or energy into it, no matter what you're doing. Nothing worth having long-term is going to be handed to you in this world. You're going to have to work for whatever you want and whatever field that you're doing.
Reason when all you have to do is open the door. Simple as that, bro. Simple as that.
And we're gonna get compensated in damages.
Right.
Now
So
we're gonna file a suit, file a claim. We're gonna get compensated in damages.
this is your car. This is
And you
your
know
spot.
that. You know that.
I'm not even talking.
Yeah,
to him.
look, I know. He knows that.
Yeah? So what do you want me to do?
You don't have to do what you have to.
You're not going to open the door for me?
Be quiet. You got the right to remain silent.
It's to the point I don't even want to see this shit. Like, it is so unnecessary. Like, all this shit could have been prevented. Like, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I really, it's borderline starting to get sad how far these people will go. It just like, God damn, you're not thinking about nobody but yourselves, but they never do. These Moors, whatever they want to call themselves, you think they give a fuck about the community? They don't care about nobody but themselves, which is their right.
No contract is valid under threat, duress, or coercion.
What you talking about, huh?
Do what you gotta do.
Why do they think everything is a fucking contract? Why do they think every single aspect of life is a contract? You were pulled over for a traffic violation. Why are you bringing up a contract? What does a contract have to do with this? And this is why they think. They believe that if you don't consent to it, it's not valid. Do you know that you give implied consent? You agree when you get behind a vehicle that you're going to obey the traffic laws, make yourself safe, and other operators of vehicles safe. It is an implied agreement. It's one of the terms of driving. Driving is a privilege. It is not a right. Because if driving was a right, they would not have the authority to ever suspend your driver's license. Whether the suspension is warranted or not, it wouldn't even be on the table if driving was a right. Because they can't suspend what is deemed a right. And driver's license suspension is in all 50 states. So how you going to fight that? When every court in the world recognizes a suspension of driver's license when it's handed down by the court. If that was an actual constitutional right to drive, don't you think suspensions would never be on the table? It is a privilege to drive.
After the whole department. Break anything you have to or will be compensated in damages.
Just open the door.
He did not, you're right. He did not show any paperwork, nothing for nothing. He didn't show nothing. All he just saying is, I don't have to register. I don't have to do none of this because I'm not under your laws. That's pretty much their defense on the side of the road.
No, we're not compliant.
Why are you letting him?
Don't matter. Because we know the law. We're law enforcers, not y'all.
Right?
We're law enforcers.
Moors are awake. We are taking our place on this planet.
Listen to what he's saying.
I know what I'm saying.
Right?
I like listening.
Are
I
you
know what I'm
listening to
saying.
what he's saying? Is that what you are? A law enforcer? Yes?
Don't answer shit. We got the right to remain silent. Fuck out of here. We will be getting compensated in damages. Now, Y'all break into this, we will get compensated in damages, and I will file a claim against your whole department. Now.
So is that what you want, Mr. McMillan?
Stop.
Yes?
Fuck out of here.
Is that what you want?
Fuck out of here.
Is that what you want?
Fuck out of here. And this is all gonna get published on public record. Now.
This is a classic example of choose your friends wisely.
Yup. I need everybody's delegation of authority, and I need everybody's FOIAs. I'm FOIAing everybody. Yup, I'm FOIAing everybody. You know what that means. Fuck out of here. In the capacity of a man.
You're not treating him like a man. You talking for him.
Shut up.
You over here
Now.
controlling
Fuck out
his
of
life.
here. Fuck out of here now.
What kind of man does that to another man?
Fuck out of here now. Fuck out of here now.
Hey, y'all, let's move it up.
Stop touching the private property right now. What crime? I know what I'm talking about. I just left.
Let's see what happens.
Matter of fact, if we're not being detained or arrested, then we're free to go.
So go ahead and go. Flee the scene. See what happens to you.
Yep, get everybody out here. Violate our rights if y'all want. Bitch ass motherfuckers. Islam, brother. Islam.
That's another thing. They always got this complex that somebody just did something wrong to them. Like the system did something wrong to them. They all have that mentality, this victim mentality, that we're always being treated unfairly.
Hit it. Yup. Hit it. Bitch ass motherfucker.
I'm trying to see what they're gonna drag them out in that. That's what I'm trying to see. Hold on.
Mm-hmm. Look. Don't answer shit. Don't say shit to him with me, man. And you just went to yeah, you good. Trust me. You good. Trust me. They do anything to violate our rights, we're filing all suits on claim. This is on record, and all this will get published. Yep. Look. Hit it. Hit it. We ain't going nowhere. Look what all this doing for a fucking traffic infraction. Look. They ready to kill us. Two young black, not even black, two Moorish men. They the black ones. They the pale ones. Look at the definition. Look, he want to kill me. You want to kill me, don't you? I know. You want to kill me. You can't. You can't. Trust me. I'm going to reincarnate, buddy.
Oh, God. I'm trying to see what they're going to do, man.
But he want to kill motherfuckers, too. Bitch ass motherfuckers. Getting out. He's getting out. Let him get out.
Open the car door.
But he want to kill motherfuckers, too.
Are they getting out now? Don't tell me they did all this for that. Go on. Keep going hard with your bad ass.
He want to kill that. Fear y'all. Fuck. Fear who? Bitch. Fear nobody. Bitch ass motherfuckers. Fear none of y'all. It's like 8 motherfuckers out here. 10 motherfuckers.
Sir, Sergeant Varick, City of Burlington Police Department. You have 3 active warrants for your arrest. I'm asking you to open the car door. If you do not, I will break your window and pull you out through the car door.
The warrants need affidavits. Where are the affidavits?
Will you open the door?
Where are the affidavits?
Will you open the door?
Where are the affidavits at? You violate his rights.
Sir, will you open
he will step out because this is under threat, duress, and coercion, but he will be getting out.
I'll break your window and pull you out through the window.
He's getting out.
I'll break your window.
Oh, you getting out now? Yo, why is it I swear to God, your instincts are never wrong. There's always an underlining reason why they're not complying. It's always something. It just proves me right every time. He already had warrants. The whole time you had 3 active. This is why. So he probably joined this organization after he got the warrant. I tell y'all, they always resort to these ideologies after they're in some form of trouble. It's never when they're crystal clear, all the bills paid on time, everything's straight when they're pursuing this. It's always something that led them to do this. Facing foreclosure, behind on your bills, got a tax debt or tax lien. And a majority of these people, they already be having warrants. I knew you wasn't just doing this just to be doing it. You tried to do this to delay them finding out if you had a warrant or not. Now, when the sergeant says, listen, you either get out the vehicle, we're going to break your window and drag you out. We're not playing. Now is he'll get out under threat coercion. Nah, keep up the badass tone. Go ahead. Don't bitch out now. Keep going.
They'll pull you out through the window.
He's getting out.
I'll break your window and pull you out through the window.
He's getting out. He's getting out. Let him get out.
Put your hands on the steering wheel.
Y'all violate his rights. We're going to, y'all. Dude, y'all touch me. Touch me. No.
Step out of the car.
Okay.
Step out of the car.
I'll make this very brief because this video was long enough. As you can see, talking all that Morris nonsense does not work. This is a classic case of choose your friends wisely. This Morris Sovereign's friend just got him into a heap of trouble, all because he wouldn't step up and just follow instructions. He let his co-traveler ruin his life. People, if you see this video and you're thinking about joining the Morris Sovereign movement, don't do it. As you can see, all of that, I'm in the capacity of a man and canceling all corporate contracts. That crap does not work. You'll leave in nice, shiny silver bracelets like these 2 gentlemen. Have a good day.
Wow. All that, and the underlying reason was you had 2 warrants. As soon as they opened up the door, all that tough guy shit went out the window. You see, that's why they're a joke to me. Because when the shit really, really hits the fan, when the system's saying, yo, we're not playing with you no more, they always back up. They always back up. They always do. They always do, y'all. They don't ever just stay with it no matter what. They always bitch out. They always bitch out. They always bitch out. It's nothing new. Same old.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
No! Don't break my window! 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 Break an injury! Break an injury! Break the bottle! Break the bottle! Open it up now! Break the bottle! Break the bottle! Break the bottle! Break the bottle! Don't break my...
Earlier that day.
It's in there. Where's it at? I don't see it. I need a license. That's not a license. It's in there, man. Have your name and badge number? Oh. My name's Officer Snyder. I'm badge 231, sir. I need your license, okay? Excuse me. My name's Officer Snyder. I'm badge 231. I need your license. Is there a recording made of this counter? Is there a recording made of this counter? Sir, need your license, okay? Yeah, I'm showing you a license. He has it. That's not a license. He has it. What's that? He has it. Sorry? He has it. What all is that?
My child, this is your prophet, Drew Ali, from up above. That nationality card you gave them is not a driver's license. My child, please give them a driver's license, or this might go left.
Hey, he be killing me with that. Nova Drew Ali AI. Yo, this shit about to get crazy.
May I speak? For the record, may I have your name and badge number? We need to pray.
Yes, my child, pray. Pray to Allah, because you are surely a knucklehead.
Your license there, bud. You got your name and stuff in there or what? Yeah. It's got all our name. Where's everything's in there. Sir, upon the request of a police officer in the state of Michigan, sir, you must present a... Is there an emergency? How can I help?
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Otherwise, you're in violation of the law. Do you understand that? Are you familiar with Article United States Code 12 is a Section 241 and 242?
My child, those codes that you just cited are not going to help you with this traffic stop.
Hold on. What codes did she just say?
My child, those...
You're in violation of the law. Do you understand that? Are you familiar with Article United States Code 12 is a Section 241 and 242?
All right. So she said 12 USC 241. Number one, this is a banking statute. So I'm trying to figure out why. Yeah, this is what she gave him. This is what she gave him. That's what she gave him. That's what she gave him. She gave him that code. Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. That's what she gave him. 12 USC 241. And it's about creation of memberships of the Federal Reserve System. What the hell does the Federal Reserve System have to do with a traffic stop? Where she put 242 as well? The ineligibility to hold office in member banks. What does that have to do with this? Y'all see what I'm saying? She never looked up those. I told y'all, they don't ever research the codes that they've been given in the handbook. In the Mortgage American Handbook, they never research them for the context. All the teachers tell them, under this, they can't do this. And what do? Like a parrot, they just regurgitate it. They don't ever do their real research. They don't ever do their real research. Never do they. She's talking about the Federal Reserve System, creation of Federal Reserve member banks. That's what this code she gave. Oh, that's a man. She got that old ass bro him. She got a bro him. Yo, I may be wrong, but why doesn't this Moors American organization ever attract wealthy and affluent people? They may do, I don't know. They may be behind the scenes. They never attract people that's well off. They attract people that just got indicted last week. They attract people who's in financial troubles. They attract squatters. Like, they never attract successful people. It's always the poverty mindset people that they attract. I never see these type of people stay. I don't know. Shit, y'all can't hear me? Y'all can't hear the video? Y'all can't hear the video? Video still on mute? Hold on. The video is still on mute. The video silent? Okay, watch this. Let me remove. And let me share it again. All right, let's see. Let me know if y'all can hear now. Can y'all hear that? Video still silent? Put it in one in the chat if you can hear it. Y'all can't hear it. Put a 1 if you can hear it. Put a 2 if you can't. Hold on. I'm about to play it now. It said still silent. It's still silent. All right. Let me remove. All right, let me do this now. I ain't even know, y'all. Let me see now. Can y'all hear that now? Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that? Could y'all hear that last video? Let me know if y'all can hear what the video was just playing. Y'all still can't hear it? A 2 if you cannot hear it. I'm about to play it now. Huh. No more. Y'all can't. Fuck. All right. Hold on. Let me get this off. Let me get this off. All right. Everything's on mute. All right. I'm gonna share my screen again. It's probably a connection issue, so I'm gonna do it. If not, I'm gonna have to restart because I don't know what I didn't even know y'all couldn't hear. Appreciate you letting me know. So I'm about to let me see. I'm gonna share my screen again. Let me see if that'll work. Oh, you're rather block your screen. Click the screen icon in your address bar to allow access. Click the screen icon in your address bar. The screen in the address bar. Okay. All right. I should be there. All right. I don't know why. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. We should be good now. I don't know why I did that. All right. See if y'all can hear it now.
Chris, open it up now. Chris,
Can y'all hear that? Y'all can hear it now? All right, perfect. 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 1 in the chat if you can hear it. 2 if you cannot hear it. All right, perfect. All right, bet. All right, so let me go back here.
Any form of transportation. No, don't get out.
30 seconds.
I have showed you my ID. Get out. No, don't get out. Don't get out. Don't get out. Don't get out. Don't get out.
Let's go.
Here.
This is not an ID.
Hey, he don't want them to get out because they ain't trying to go through that heat by itself. Think he's slick. Somebody don't get out. Really saying, don't leave me in this motherfucker. We gonna go through. We going down the river together. Or that don't get out. Why? Why not? If you don't want to be a part of that, let me get the fuck away from this. See? They always want to bring someone else down with them.
That is an identity card that doesn't mean nothing.
Ladies and gentlemen, you just heard what the officer said. He just said that identity card means nothing. And the identity card that he's referring to is the Morris nationality card. He said it means nothing. So
this appears to be a Morris Aboriginal American national. Appellation, Truth Science Bay, Natural Born Day, Free and Full Life, nationality, more American, Asiatic, gender, man, ancestral estate, American, Maghreb, El Asquat, country, Morocco, North American. Here's the thing. Has this person actually left the country, renounced his U.S. citizen, traveled to Morocco, met his family, become a citizen of Morocco, and then come back through the second? Do they do that? Or they just get this printed up? Have they ever been to this area? Have they ever went back to where they're from? Race Asiatic. Were they Asian now? He said they do too much on them ID. Listen, Aboriginal, Native American. So first you're Asiatic, now you're a Native American, heirs of North America, national people of the land, divine law. Then you're using United States code law. So how are you using United States code law and divine law at the same time? And they all got the same green back of the dollar, all seeing eye with the pyramid on it. They always have that. That's not their creation. And every one of these documents people sent into the banks that they brought from other people, including the channel across the street, they always had this logo on it. On a document you're sending to the bank. That because your nationality is a Moor, you're supposed to stop charging them for their mortgage. Right.
you are Morris American and you so happen to be watching this video, you're hearing it here first. Your nationality card means nothing to the rest of the world. They do not want that at a traffic stop. Give them a valid driver's license or you're going to be in big trouble.
I'm on the car. Breaking and entering! Breaking and entering! Breaking and entering!
All right, sir, you've been...
No! Don't break my window! Don't break my window!
They wasn't playing. They say you've been warned. They wasn't playing with that shit today. They say not today with the bullshit.
Don't break my window! Don't break my window! Don't break my window! Breaking and entering! Breaking and entering! Break the photo! Break the photo! Chris, open it up now. Break the photo! Break the photo! Break the photo! Break the photo! Don't break no!
The passenger got the fuck out that car. Look, the passenger got the, he said, fuck that.
Entering! Breaking and entering! Break the photo! Grand Theft Auto! Open it up now. Grand Theft Auto! Grand Theft Auto! Grand Theft Auto! Grand Theft Auto!
God damn, they wasn't playing today. Yo, you got your windows broken. Oh, God. Now, for the Moorish American national people that's watching this or feeling some type of way, look what this gets most of you.
My child, why in the doohickey are you screaming like a woman? This is utterly ridiculous. This is not what my Moorish science is supposed to be about. My child, stand up like a man. Stop screaming like a woman. Take your butt whooping like a man. You caused this on yourself.
Is that a man or a woman? The hell?
What was that? Come on, get over there.
My child, why are you screaming like a woman? Right now, you sound like you're in the middle of having sexual intercourse with someone. This is not what a man sounds like. You sound like a woman having an orgasm. Stop it now. I am your prophet. I command you to stop screaming like a woman.
Work into my own creative mood and escape the
Stay up there.
like maybe happening. So I use hobbies for my creative outlet. They have furniture there. I mean, isn't that wild? You go in there and everything. So it's love that store. You don't understand. I'm a huge fan. And hobby, I love it.
And it's great savings on much more. Be sure to visit our website, WeganGrocery.com. Remember, for the best quality, selection, value, and service, buy direct from
My nationality is Mormon.
Are you stupid or something?
Okay, so this must be another video. All right, wow. Here we go. Another one.
I already been through this at study.
My child, what does your nationality have to do with this traffic stop? What is your nationality going to do to help you get out of this trouble?
So what does that mean? Here you go.
Y'all, now I know I recognize this dude. Look at my arrow at the bottom of the screen. This dude at the bottom of the screen, where I'm pointing at. This dude right here is a scammer. This dude right here with the white hat on. He is a scammer. He's a scammer beyond scammer.
And where did you get this? My national.
I seen him on TikTok and stuff. This dude is a scammer. Scammer. Stay away from him.
He's Mormon.
Okay. Well, you still have to have a Michigan driver's license to drive in the state of Michigan. You don't have that with you?
My right is to travel. I have the right to travel.
You have the right to travel. Everybody has the right to travel, but you also have to have, like Michigan state law, driver's license. You have that, sir.
May I have your name and badge number?
Yes, Corporal Kosaski.
And what is the emergency? How can I help?
Okay, first of all, you have to listen to what I'm saying, okay?
I have given you my papers.
I'm in control.
Why do they always ask for a badge and say, what's the emergency? How can I help? I swear, that's coming from a handbook they're telling them to say.
You're not you.
I have given you my papers.
My child, you have given him a bunch of Moorish paperwork that is garbage. That paperwork has nothing to do with this traffic stop. That paperwork has nothing to do with that motor vehicle that you're operating.
Those papers don't mean anything.
Yes, they do.
Wrong.
The cop just said those papers don't mean anything. So what's next? What's next? What are you gonna do now? And you probably paid for those paperwork. They be mad as shit when they pay for documents and they get shut down at the door. I don't know whether they mad at the person rejecting them or the person they brought it from, or mad at themselves because they really knew that shit wasn't gonna work.
Okay, how about we settle this in court again?
You need to listen to me. Put your car in park. You have a Michigan driver's license, yes or no?
That's my license right there.
Okay, that is not a valid Michigan driver's license. I'm going to ask you this much as of right now.
Are you going?
Hey, listen to me first.
What facts or information are you alleging to give probable cause to arrest or coerce me?
Listen to me very carefully. Very carefully. Do not obstruct or interfere with my duties.
That window is dirty as hell. That window is super dirty. Get some Windex on that.
Now, okay?
For the record, I am not operating in a for hire capacity for engaging in a form of transportation or other commercial use of highways.
Listen to me.
Please acknowledge that you have been informed.
You're an idiot.
Am I under custodial arrest?
Okay. This is what I'm saying to you.
Am I under custodial arrest?
You're about to be under arrest here in a second.
What is the probable cause that leads you to believe that I have committed or are about to commit a crime that authorizes you to stop and detain or arrest me?
My child, you are in error. Why are you trying to hold court in the street? This is not the time nor place. If those officers give you a traffic citation, you will then have a court date. And at that court date, you show up and then you plead your case. Do not plead your case in the street.
Thank you for saying that, bro, because I don't understand why did they like the whole court on the side of the road?
In order to protect my rights and not waive an error or accident, I wish to clarify my legal standing of the situation.
Did you guys just notice how the cop just stuffed all that paperwork back into this man's car? This man handed the police a school book report. This is a joke.
Hey, you said I am not free to go. I must conclude that I'm in a custodial arrest.
Give me your license.
I gave it to you.
Obstructing justice.
I gave it to you.
That is not a license. And you're also interfering right now.
I'm not interfering. I also have to go to court.
License. 1.
Do not vandalize my property. 3. Do not vandalize my property.
4. 5.
My child, you are in trouble. That officer just gave you a 5 count, which means he is not playing. I foresee something terrible happening to you.
I am not.
Open this door.
No.
Open this door.
I cannot do that.
You're violating law right now, okay?
I ask you again, do you intend to harm, injure, or steal my property or otherwise punish me for acknowledging my fundamental protective constitutional rights? I'm asking you again, do you continue to intend to deny me my rights?
I'm going to bust this window open and take you to jail.
Where's my arrest warrant?
Open this door now.
Where's my arrest warrant?
He's giving you a lawful command, sir. Lawful order.
You have no
Your statement is partly false and an outright lie.
Sir.
Are you now trying to fabricate probable cause of making false statements into a record and false?
Everything he's saying don't mean diddly squat shit. It don't mean nothing.
Allegation against me.
Sir, he's giving you a lawful command to open the door. A lawful
Your
command.
statement is partially false and an outright lie. And now you are trying to fabricate probable cause of making false statement into the record and false allegation against me. I ask you, where is my warrant? Where is my warrant? Where is my warrant?
Lawful order.
Where is my warrant? Where is my warrant?
A lawful order to
Can I have your name and badge number?
We have audio and video, sir.
Can I have your name and badge number?
This right here.
Name,
Okay, I can hear everything you can say. You can see what I can say.
I'm asking again, do you intend to deny me my right and falsely imprison me, or am I free to go?
You must provide identification.
I gave it to you.
Driving in the state of Michigan.
So my thing is this. Why do they keep trying to get over the part where he said you got to provide a valid license? Why they keep going to, are you constitutional? Why they keep, they know what they're doing. They throw all this barrage of pointless shit out there to distract the subject matter of why they're getting pulled over. You don't have a valid driver's license. That's all the point right here. The dude is saying that the stack of those paperwork is a license. Why would you try to make a license out of that when you know when you use the word license, it's a procedure and you get an identification card. It says driver's license. So why would you say that's my license instead of just saying I don't need a license? You might as well should have said that.
Michigan? Are you driving in the state of Michigan, sir? Can you answer my question, sir?
These are my papers. These are my papers. These are my papers. These are my papers.
You have identification, sir?
I gave you an ID card.
You have identification.
I gave you an ID card.
Do you have
I am Mormon. My nationality is Mormon.
Identification?
What does that have to do with anything? Your nationality. What does that have to do with anything? Why would your nationality need to come into play right here?
Nationality is Mormon. Do not break my automobile. Oh, damn it! Damn it! 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 Oh, damn it! Damn it!
Out of the car right now. You're under arrest, sir. You're under arrest.
Damn it!
See your hands! Let me see your hands! Let me see your fucking hands, man. Don't fucking move.
Don't you dare.
Reach in your pocket, dude. Fucking blow a hole in you. You did too, reach in your pocket. I want you to exit this vehicle.
God damn. So why did they do all that just to get at the end and say, okay. If what you did or what you have is really legit and it was filed properly and it's recognized, why would you just now say, okay. These people are a joke. They're not real. They're a joke.
Go hands, let me see that.
Now you're gonna listen.
Grab that right wrist.
Hang on. Let me find out where the
You reach in his pocket, man. I don't know what the fuck he's grabbing.
pull him out.
Yeah, you broke my window again.
Watch his pockets, dude. You
broke my window.
He said they broke his window again. They broke his window again. So this is not the first. Listen, if pursuing your rights always ends up you with your windows broken, maybe you should try something new.
Oh, damn! Damn it!
You're going to jail.
Damn, I'll tell you, I'm on the what platform cars?
Because I got tints on my windows and them bitches are kind of expensive. I don't need my windows broken. Fuck that.
I know what platform cars. Show me.
Obstructing, interfering.
Under what authority?
No valid driver's license.
Under what?
Hey, y'all do realize though, right? Any one of them that's driving an expensive car, they always surrender like early. They'll go as far as so they say they're gonna break their window, then they get out. You notice that if you're driving an expensive car, they don't want their shit broken. That's to let you know if you're really gonna pursue your rights and it's done correctly in this file, you're gonna take whatever comes with enforcing your rights. This is why these people are a joke. It's not easy forcing your rights. It takes courage to force your rights because you're gonna get pushback. But this how I know these people ain't real, because anytime the shit hits the fan or it gets too hot in the kitchen, they abandon it. All right. They're not standing on business.
Under what authority? You broke my window again. You broke my window again.
Again?
Again.
That's the first time I did it.
Where's your warrant?
You're under arrest.
Moorish Americans, this is a disclaimer from your prophet, Drew Ali. Do not be like this Moorish American in this video. When you're being pulled over by a policy enforcer, give them a valid driver's license. Do not give them your nationality card. Your nationality card means nothing. They do not want that. Also, do not give them 100 pieces of paper the way this Moorish American did. They do not want that. All they want is your license, your registration, and insurance card. Anything short of that, you're risking the risk of getting your window smashed in the same way this gentleman did. Moorish Americans, do not follow this Moorish American's way of dealing with the policy enforcers.
This channel doesn't.
And I concur. I'm just going to get one more in, and I'm going to read something to y'all.
Islam, everyone. One of my favorite Moorish sovereigns is back, and this time he's having some issues in a bank. Let's get into it and see what's going on in this situation.
Oh, God.
Is she on the phone? Yeah, she's calling the cops. I'm not afraid of calling the cops. I got everything. I'm filming this now. So are you discriminating against my nationality, my right to bank here? My nationality is Mormon. My nationality is Mormon.
What in the doohickey are you?
It's the same guy that just got his windows broke in the last video. I told y'all these one thing about them, they just don't stop. They just don't stop. They never see the writings on the wall. They never say, yo, maybe I'm going about this the wrong way. Maybe this ain't really legit as I believed it was. Maybe if I'm getting too much pushback, maybe I got to dig deep into what I really believe. Maybe I got to do more research. Nope. They double down and triple down. Whether dealing with the banks, foreclosure, auto, credit card, IRS, these people never stop and say, maybe my process is defective. Maybe it's not just the system against me discriminating. Maybe it's me. They never look in the mirror.
Talking about, sir, what does your nationality?
And sadly enough, I'm not going to keep pausing. Sadly enough, the honest to God truth, a lot of them don't give it up because they don't want to feel like they got scammed. They want to feel like they got their money's worth. So any document, no matter how defective it is, they always continue to push it because they paid for it. So they don't want to feel like they wasted their money.
Have to do with anything. Why would she be discriminating against you because of your nationality? You're in a bank. How would your nationality ever come into play in a bank? What are you talking about, sir?
I'm not afraid of calling the cops. I got everything. I'm filming this now. So are you discriminating against my nationality, my right to bank here? My nationality is Mormon. My nationality is Mormon. My First Amendment, Fourth Amendment, are you discriminating? Well, she's calling the cops.
Hi, this is Carmen Alford. Thank you so much.
Okay.
He is now video recording me, indicating that I am violating his rights and he will not leave our business. He's a customer. I do not know him. He's been here.
That's right, famous. They don't know bank. Oh, they definitely don't know banking. They think everything's supposed to go back to 1933. They think everything is 1933 and the government owes them, so they impose that on the bank. They have no idea about securitization, book entries, off balance sheet account. Oh, they don't know nothing about that. They're nowhere near equipped to go into a bank. This is why they have people going into a bank with a birth certificate, trying to liquidate it. And people actually paid for those documents to walk into a bank. And I talked to one personally on the phone, and they was embarrassed in the bank. But what happened here? How did he get here? Is he trying to open up an account? Like, what happened? Let's see.
No kidding. That's what I've been wanting to do for a long time.
So, as usual, they're always on the phone with somebody coaching them. You notice that the one that's coaching them is never in the Lions Den with them. They're always somewhere off, either on the phone, FaceTime. When the person actually going through it, they're never, y'all notice that they're never there with them. They're always somewhere secluded, championing them and telling them what to say and what to do. But you notice that they never come out and do it themselves.
Thank you so much. So I just need to know my banking center pretty much.
Well, probably needs to be educated. Most likely educated.
Okay, thank you.
Now, I'm not quite sure what the issue is here and why this lady is calling the police on this Morris Sovereign, but obviously he did something. But by the time this Morris Sovereign pulled out his phone, it doesn't really show what exactly led up to her calling the police on him.
Yeah.
Let's see that blue bag. That shit was full of money. Is that blue bag? That shit full of money.
Yeah.
And they actually give those bags out sometimes. They gave that to me one time when I made a withdrawal. They actually gave it to me in that bag.
Well, the cops should be here in a few minutes. And I've been coming here for like years, and they all of a sudden don't know me now.
I'm trying to look at the paperwork and see if it has anything to do with that. So, for my opinion, because I don't know what happened before we start recording, just given the history, it looks like a fraudulent transaction tried to take place.
Okay. Well, I got plenty of minutes on my phone. And I have a camcorder. I always keep a camcorder with me just in case BS happens.
But why would you need to keep a camcorder on you when you're just doing regular business? Like, I don't walk around with a camcorder on me. Like, who the fuck needs to do that?
I almost forgot to show you guys a reminder of who this Morris Sovereign is. It's time to cut to the clip.
My nationality is Mormon. My nationality is Mormon. For the record, I am not operating in a for hire capacity for engaging in a form of transportation or other commercial use of highways.
Listen to me.
Please acknowledge that you have been informed. Breaking and entering! Breaking and entering! Breaking and entering!
I say you've been.
No! Don't break my window!
Don't break my window! Don't break my window! Don't break my window! Don't break my window! Breaking and entering! Breaking and entering! Grand Theft Auto! Grand Theft Auto!
Open it up now.
Grand Theft Auto!
Open it up.
Grand Theft Auto! Grand Theft Auto! Grand Theft Auto! Don't break my...
Yeah, this is him now at the bank going through some type of issues.
No, just withdraw some money from my account. Yes. I have a saving account. No, I never used a bank card ever. Okay, let me see. Well, they're not going to do anything, but it's time for an education anyway. Yes. In the meantime, all my money is in the bank.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but I need a bank card. Where do I get a bank card? How do I get a bank card?
When you present valid ID.
No, never had a bank card in my life. Yeah, she said I need a valid ID. Yeah. So they should be on their way. And it's taking longer than usual. But it doesn't matter. Got everything open. We can I just put this on YouTube. I just put this on YouTube and let everybody know. Been coming here for years. They didn't have to show ID. Now all of a sudden I need to show ID.
We need to show ID.
This is why I need a car.
Not have
Is that law?
You are not authorized to use that camera in our.
Is that so? Under what law? Under what law?
You do not have.
Is that law or policy? Is that law or policy?
Uh-oh. This Morris Sovereign has turned into a First Amendment auditor. The world is going to end.
I've been coming here for years without a problem, and now I have a problem.
Oh, so for years when he was coming in, he wasn't a part of this sovereign citizen Moorish American stuff. So he was presenting a valid license. Now that he's switched over to a new belief system overnight, he doesn't need an ID anymore. Do you see how ridiculous this shit sounds?
Yeah. First Amendment protect their right. Remember that. Time for an education.
You forgot to tell her that you have the freedom of press and that there's no expectation of privacy in public, and also that you're an independent journalist.
First Amendment protect their right. Remember that. Time for an education. Yeah, I'm still waiting for the cops that are taking their time coming here. All I want to do is draw my money out of my account. That's all I want to do. Been doing it for months and Sundays without a problem. Well, she's behind a 3-inch thick plastic. It's not in the form of a gun. And I'm only filming her.
I want to take 850.
850?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I'll be right back, okay?
She is the supervisor.
All right.
Yes. Nope, she haven't shown me anything. She keeps saying ID, valid ID, state ID.
Okay, so I think I figured out what's going on here. This Moorish sovereign has went to the bank to withdraw some money, and this time they're asking him for ID. So he must have showed them his Moorish ID, and the lady told him that that isn't proper piece of ID and that she needs a state ID, because you heard him say she keeps saying to present better ID. So that means his Moorish ID, his Moorish nationality card did not work, and they need a valid piece of ID. Now, I'm pretty sure that the ID he presented to this lady looks something like this one. This is a nationality card, and these Moorish sovereigns love presenting this, but unfortunately for them, this isn't a proper piece of identification.
Nope, she haven't shown me anything. She keeps saying ID, valid ID, state ID. Nope, she haven't shown me anything. She keeps saying ID, valid ID, state.
What if this is your money in the bank? Why would you provide the proper one to get your money? Like you don't, you sound crazy. You sound crazy. Problem is, they ain't got enough green to hit the scene. That's the problem. They ain't got enough green to hit the scene. And that's why they booed. That's why they ain't got no green to hit the scene. Because they don't go out here and make moves in real life. That's the problem. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, y'all got the new Zanotti Giuseppe's. She just dropped a new line, and the fall's coming, so I'm treating myself to the new Balenciaga jacket and the Giuseppe's, about 4,500, right? I gotta head to the mall, pick that up today when I'm done with this. You know, y'all, we gotta stay suited and booted. Yeah, but that new Balenciaga jacket, that's it's like 2,100, and then the Giuseppe's like 13 and some change. So it's black and white with the Balenciaga coming down the side. It's a jacket. It's like not a coat, but it's a jacket enough for the time. So we about to make moves. And all I did was I went to the bank. I had them scan the back of this. Not for real. I went to the bank and had them scan the number on the back of my Social Security card. They put the little red number up against it, blink, and linked to my Social Security account. So I was able to withdraw $4,600. That's why, I went to that's what I did. I used because I realized that the USA on the Social Security card has the same texture as the USA on the dollar. So I put, so I put 2 and 2 together. So it hooked up to my birth certificate account. So I was able to withdraw $4,600. Yep. So all you got to do is go to the bank, tell them to scan this. The back of it is going to hook up to your Social Security account. And then you just got to say a few things to them, like why you want it, why you need it, so they can write it down. So I told them personal expenses, and they let me withdraw $4,600. That's it. That's all you need to do, and you'll get your remedy. That's all you need, y'all. You'll get your remedy.
State ID. No, she haven't shown me anything. She keeps saying ID, valid ID, state ID. So,
Still clogged up. If I can have a short or something.
I was here last month without a problem. Why don't you show me some documents?
No.
Maybe they're on a different shift right now.
Bro, go get your state. Go into the back of your wallet and get your state ID out. You talking about you cancel the contract? You stupid. How the hell can you withdraw? Oh my God, this shit don't make no sense.
Yeah, but it's been a long time, like over a year.
Hello.
So,
Hi. What's going on?
What's your name and your badge number?
I'm Officer Hines, badge number 57.
Okay, I'm trying to withdraw money from my account, and it's saying that my Morris ID card is not valid. So,
what's your name?
I didn't give it.
You see, guys, I was right. This Morris Sovereign went into the bank wanting to withdraw money. The lady asked him for ID, and he flashed one of these cards right here, his nationality card, his Moorish ID, and she told him that it wasn't a proper piece of identification and that he needed to present a proper piece of identification. You see, I called it. Now, the reason I'm saying I got it right is because
see, they all and I'm gonna pause this short. The channel, if you want to see this, is Truth Science 151. You can see that Truth Science 151. I'm gonna stop it there because I want to read this to y'all before I go. Without proper understanding, it's hard to get anything accomplished in this system. So you got to have proper understanding. You got to have your proper documents in order. Like I said, the very last thing on the list is the 1099 filing. That is the last thing you need done. Like this doesn't, like you filing the 1099 first means nothing if you don't have your documentations, your statements, your receipts, your accounting, how you came to it, the tax treatment of it, what amounts you paid as interest as tax, what amounts principal, the off balance sheet book. You got to have all that shit in a row for any of your 1099 OIDs or 1099Cs to be successful. 1099As, you can file that still. This is pretty much at the beginning of the transaction, but you must understand the securitization process of your consumer finance transaction so you know where your claim lies. So this case, United States of America versus Marilyn Yvette Cook, defendant. Memorandum in order. Defendant Marilyn Yvette Cook objects to the report and recommendation of Magistrate Judge Deborah Poplin. The report and recommendation recommends denying a slew of pretrial motions filed by Ms. Cook. Once again, they probably got in trouble, and as soon as that they got in trouble, they jumped to the Moorish American. For the reasons given, Judge Poplin's report and recommendations is accepted in whole, and Ms. Cook's pretrial motions are denied. Remember when people say, I got remedy in state court? None of them ever come and say they got remedy in federal court. None of them. Try with the feds. I told you. This looks federal court. Now, more than likely, I have not read this case. I just typed it in the court case, so I've not read this. But 9 times out of 10, in any instance of this, it's always going to be deemed some type of contract they were paying at first, couldn't pay, and then all of a sudden they probably start issuing their own instruments or doing some acceptance for value to substitute the payment that, because if this woman had $10 million, she would have not subscribed to that sovereign citizen. The person that claims that they are more right now, if they had $5 million a year to take care of all their bills, would abandon that sovereign citizen, Moorish American Aboriginal national theology. They would abandon it. That only attracts the low class of our society. Not saying that people are low class, tax bracket wise, people that are struggling to get by, check the check. It's normal, it's natural, and I'm not talking down on those people. But these are the types of people that they seem to attract. In addition to Ms. Cook's appeal of Judge Poplin's finding, she is competent to stand trial. That she is competent to stand trial is denied. Background. Ms. Cook was indicted on February 21st, 2018 on one count charging her with presenting a fictitious financial instrument, a bill of exchange, in the amount of $1 million in violation of 18 U.S.C. 514A2. A superseding indictment was later filed on April 2nd, 2019, adding a second charge for presenting a false tax refund in violation of 18 U.S.C. 287. Now, this ain't from 10 years ago. This ain't 5 years. This is from 2019. So, yeah, relatively new. These ain't court cases from 2006 or 2005. This is from 2019. Now, the superseded indictment was for filing a false tax refund. On January 31st, 2019, Judge Poplin held a competency hearing for Ms. Cook and found her competent to stand trial. Since that date, Ms. Cook has represented herself with the court's permission, with attorney Robert Kurtz serving as an elbow counsel. Ms. Cook is also alleged to go by the names Marilyn Yvette Pope, Marilyn Sunset, and Marilyn Aronzi. For simplicity, the court will refer to her as Ms. Cook throughout the order. Sovereign citizens. This is a federal court case. As Judge Poplin observed, Ms. Cookland made a hodgepodge of arguments that all bear the hallmarks of the sovereign citizen movement. Sovereign citizens, or sovereigns, are a loosely knit network of individuals who express and act on a shared anti-government sentiment. Joshua P. Weir, Sovereign Citizens, a reasoned response to the madness. And this was in a court case in Lewis and Clark. Oh no, just like a book or something. Members of the contemporary movement believe that with the passage of the 14th Amendment, along with various developments in commercial laws, including the adoption of the Uniform Commercial Code, abandonment of the gold standard, and creation of the Federal Reserve Bank, the modern-day legal system has tricked people into giving up their sovereign citizenship in order to receive government benefits. Francis X. Sullivan, The Usurping Octopus of Judicial Authority, The Legal Theories of the Sovereign Citizen Movement. Sovereigns believe that there are two forms of citizenship: inferior federal or 14th Amendment citizenship, and superior state, also known as sovereign or de jure citizenship. They further believe the original Constitution recognized three types of jurisdiction: common law, which requires an injury to person or property; equity, which requires a contract; and admiralty, originally limited to the high seas. Sovereigns argue that federal district courts are admiralty courts, and throughout the UCC, federal courts have superseded common law by enforcing federal government contracts that bind people into federal citizenship. By filing abstruse legal documents to free themselves from the yoke of federal citizenship, sovereigns argue that they are exempt from the jurisdiction of any legitimate court, state or federal. By state citizenship, sovereign citizens are not referring to states in the ordinary sense, but states with identical borders that exist independently of the federal government and draw their sovereignty directly from citizens. Separately, and perhaps paradoxically, sovereigns believe they can use the court system to access funds tied to their birth certificate and social security numbers through a tactic known as redemption. As J.M. Berger, George Washington, Program on Extremism Without Prejudice, What Sovereign Citizens Believe, June 2016. Government credentials, such as birth certificates, embody a fictional straw man, each with its own corresponding bank or trust account that is distinct from the flesh and blood person. The straw man operates in the commercial world, so only the straw man is subject to the jurisdiction of the court. But since the gold standard was abolished, the straw man accounts have been used to secure government debt. By filing the right documents, the flesh and blood person can redeem money from the straw man account. Sovereign citizens' pleadings are dense, complex, and virtually unreadable, and a branch of sovereign citizen case law has grown to address the voluminous of often frivolous workloads. Faced with mountains of paperwork, courts must choose between spending hours deciphering sovereign citizen arguments or dismissing them out of hand. See U.S. v. Coleman, 6th Circuit, 2017. Defendants' legal arguments directly correspond to meritless rhetoric frequently espoused by tax protesters, sovereign citizens, and self-proclaimed Moorish Americans. United States v. Neal, 9th Circuit, 2015. Sovereign citizens who file a variety of documents disputing jurisdiction and other nonsensical issues did not exhibit incompetence to stand trial. U.S. v. Burnaby, 7th Circuit, 2011. Sovereign citizens' arguments that they are beyond the jurisdiction of the court should be rejected summarily, however they are presented. Moorish Americans or Moorish sovereigns are a group of black sovereign citizens who claim birthright citizenship in a purported North American black nation that predates the United States. Tax protesters, as the name suggests, individuals who object to paying taxes, adherents to this movement often overlap with sovereign citizens. United States v. Rivera, discussion connection between tax protesters and sovereign citizens movements. Section B, Ms. Cook's objectives. Ms. Cook's pleadings raised textbook sovereign citizens claims. In a competency hearing, Ms. Cook refused to consent, that keyword consent, to Judge Poplin presiding over the proceedings and continued that argument into her appeal, saying she was not contracting with the commercial banking system. Oh, that's a hallmark right there. She goes on to assert that her standing in the Republic under the laws of 13 and invokes the laws of the Republic and biblical law against the commercial banking system. Presumably, this refers to the laws of the 13 colonies, but secondary source material on the sovereign citizen movement does not discuss this exact reference. Ms. Cook raises 4 specific objections to Judge Poplin's report and recommendation. The first objective begins with the caption, "The ignorance of the judge is the misfortune of the innocent." And Ms. Cook develops an elaborate multi-step argument purportedly showing the entire conduct of the criminal prosecution in this case is fraudulent. The court has attempted to reconcile the logic of this argument to the extent possible. Ms. Cook begins by claiming this court is not an Article 3 court and is instead a private corporation whose authority to conduct Article 3 jurisdictional proceedings have been delegated under the U.S. Constitution, Article 1, Section 8, Clause 9. Because this court is a corporation, she argues, it has no jurisdiction over anyone who does not contract with it. 28 U.S.C. 3002, subsection 15, subsection A, defining the United States as a federal corporation for purpose of federal debt collection. Do you see the context? Do you see the context that they gave that? Do you see that all these sovereigns and all these people always say, oh, the corporation's a federal government. They ain't got no jurisdiction, or it's a federal government's a corporation in the context of a debt collection, meaning they have to follow the Debt Collection Act. Just like any other debt collection company collecting the debt, they got to follow the regulations the government does as well. If you understood that when the IRS tax bill, you will know how to attack that. Ms. Cook claims that unsuspecting people have been held subject to this corporate jurisdiction, despite never having contracted with it through the illegal adoption of the UCC. Meanwhile, Ms. Cook alleges that her birth certificate and Social Security card are each tradable securities on which she can pay off her debt. Like I told y'all, which I did, right? I told y'all I just went to the bank, had the bank scan the back of my card, and told her I needed $4,600, and I went and withdrew $4,600. I just gave my Social Security card, y'all. So all you gotta do, go walk into a bank and tell them to scan the back of the card. You'll walk out with $4,600. The profits from these financial instruments are being held in a Sesticade trust managed by the Federal Reserve Bank, but all relevant parties to this prosecution, including the judges, clerks, and prosecutors, consider those assets to be their property. After clarifying that she is a natural citizen of the state of Tennessee and alleging that the criminal claims brought against her are really claims in equity, she lays out the fraudulent process the court has used to deprive her of access to funds, ending with the allegation that both the court and the government have sworn allegiance to the, let me guess, International Monetary Fund. Gosh, they keep bringing that up. Ms. Cook rehashes these arguments in her fourth objection, arguing that the court is a tribunal operated as a private corporation and that, as such, it has no jurisdiction except over those who contract with it. The International Monetary Fund, like the Federal Reserve Bank, is a financial institution that frequently draws the ire of sovereigns. Sovereigns believe that the government has systematically and despotically acted to deprive them of their rights by legally inducing them to enter into contracts, declaring a secret national state of emergency, and selling their children to the International Monetary Fund. The sovereign citizen movement itself, and hold on, y'all need to pay attention to this. The sovereign citizen movement itself, rooted in white supremacist ideology, is replete with financial conspiracy theories that are often explicitly anti-Semitic. This is why the courts be looking at black people like, do you realize the origins of this ideology you claim? This sovereign citizen movement started with white supremacists, people that hate black people. And you got black people following this shit. I've been telling people, sovereign citizen movement was a white supremacist thing. Black people did not catch on to it or subscribe to it until the ones who have a poverty mindset or destitute, poor, desperate, only thing they heard was there's some financial gain out of it, and they jumped on the bandwagon. 10 years later, they never got a dime. Never got an account set off, never got a tax debt discharge, nothing. The second objection refers to a motion to produce monetary value filed after the grand jury returned the superseding indictment. She claims the superseding indictment, which alleges tax fraud, failed to include a 1099 OID, showing Ms. Cook as the recipient of the funds. I swear, she just reading straight from the manual they gave her when she paid for it. She claims the superseding indictment. In the underlying motion, Ms. Cook, arguing from the premise that an indictment is a negotiable instrument, asserts that if no monetary value is given for the instrument after 3 days of receipt, she could assign whatever monetary value she likes to the superseding indictment and redeem that amount herself. Y'all, they just make it up as they go. They just make it up as they go. That is IRS Form 1099 OID. Oh, we getting to it now. Oh, sovereign citizen, why y'all leaving? I'm sure I'm letting y'all. Why do people leaving? This I'm showing. This is not for me. This is from the court. Because everything you probably believed in is coming out. The court is denying it, and you don't want to hear it, right? I'm telling y'all, these people are pathetic. These people are pathetic. They got no remedy. They got no results. They got no receipts. They have nothing but their own beliefs. That's all they have left is a belief system. Look, y'all, that's all they have left is a belief system. Everybody that fell on the 1099A bandwagon, the Jareds, Miss Jackson, Tamika, all them, they are out here swimming in the water. Just nowhere to go. They have nothing, y'all, but beliefs. This is what this movement has reduced them to. They still got to go to work. Their bills are still not paid unless they pay it out of their own pocket. They're not setting off no tax debts. They're not having real conversations with these government agencies and these people. They're not talking to the CID on the phone for 30 minutes, having a good time laughing. And we were actually talking about this, the sovereigns. So what I teach, oh, it's been definitely stamped by the people who need to stamp it. That is IRS Form 1099 OID. The form is legitimately used by investors who receive income on a bond at maturity from the original issue discount, OID. They earned by purchasing the bond below face value. And the court got this right off Investopedia. 1099s are also frequently used by sovereigns to report income which they later claim has been withheld. Remember I told y'all about the withholding? Remember I told y'all about the withholding? Remember I told y'all about the withholding? Remember I told you about that fraud? Don't put it as withholding. This is why. This is why. Y'all, I've read hundreds of cases like this with tax protesters filing fraudulent 1099As, Bs, Cs. Why do you think I know what to do right besides my independent research? I read court cases, see what they did wrong, and I just do the opposite. 1099s are frequently used by sovereigns to report income which they later claim has been withheld, using the claim withholding to file a fraudulent tax return. And sovereign citizens have been prosecuted for conducting extensive 1099 OID fraud schemes. U.S. versus Marty. Like, in her third objection, Ms. Cook refers to her motion for summary judgment, but simply attaches the label objection number 3 in the margin and does not raise any substantive objection against Judge Poplin's ruling on this motion. Notwithstanding any other provision of law, a district court may reconsider a magistrate judge's decision on any pretrial matter pending before the court when the magistrate's decision is shown to be clearly erroneous or contrary to law. 18 U.S.C. 363 subsection B, subsection 1, subsection A. However, this clearly erroneous standard does not apply when the magistrate rules on certain types of motion, including motions for summary judgment and the motions to dismiss or quash an indictment or information. They don't know court proceedings. They don't do the review. They don't do the standard. They don't know what you need to do to get through. They don't research that. They throw a bunch of these fraudulent sovereign claims against the wall, hoping one of them sticks. In those cases, the magistrate judge will file proposed findings of fact and recommendations for disposition, which are then reviewed de novo by the district judge upon the ejection of a party. Federal Rules of Criminal Procedures 59, subsection B3. Do you think this person read the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure? Because you in the big boys now. You in the feds now. Ain't none of these little loopholes in the state. I dare any sovereign to tell me they got a win in federal court. But the parties have the duty to pinpoint those portions of the magistrate's report that the district court must specially consider. You have the duty. And the district judge will not conduct a de novo review of objections that are frivolous, conclusive, or general. Myra versus Marshall, 6th Circuit, 1986, citation omitted. An objection that simply states a disagreement with a magistrate's suggested resolution or simply summarizes what has been presented before is not an objection, as that term is used in this context. See Van Devere versus Martin. Discussion. Under this standard, Ms. Cook's appeal of Judge Poplin's findings that she is competent to stand trial should only be overturned if it is clearly erroneous or contrary to law. The profession of a sovereign citizen belief system does not indicate lack of competence in the absence of any mental illness or uncontrollable behavior. Ms. Cook does not even argue the merits, the competency finding. Ms. Cook does not even argue the merits, the competency finding. Instead, as discussed, the appeal simply raises jurisdictional arguments in the typical sovereign citizen fashion. These claims do not have merit in their own right, nor do they cast doubt on the legality of Judge Poplin's finding that Ms. Cook is competent to stand trial. Therefore, Judge Poplin's first order is affirmed. Come bring that jurisdiction order. Go bring that in federal court. I told y'all, bring that shit in federal court. If you want, they're waiting on it. That's what I'm saying. I've been in federal court. It's a totally different ballgame for the states. Listen, these people are masters at the sovereign citizen movement. I don't care if you title it a different way, structure a different way. They know how to sniff it out. That's why you don't never see these sovereign citizens about, I got remedy in the federal court. No, you don't. You will never win in court with these arguments, not in the feds. The report and recommendation was objected to on 4 grounds. 2 of those objections, number 1 and 4, were purely jurisdictional. Ms. Cook's convoluted jurisdictional objections echo shop-worn and patently frivolous sovereign citizen tropes that have long been summarily rejected. Go bring that shit in the federal court. That's all I know why these state court cases, they be like, oh, in federal law, you violate federal law. I'm going to the federal courts to have you removed. Ain't none of them been removed. Not for the reasons they want them to. U.S. versus Hillford, 7th Circuit, 1993. Cases where defendants claim to be citizens of, respectively, the Indiana State Republic and the Republic of Idaho, and therefore outside the jurisdiction of the United States. Shit, that shit don't work in the feds. That shit don't work. That shit don't work in the feds. You may have little cases where you get in the state. That shit don't work in the feds. Oh, hell no. The objections here are summarily frivolous, nor are they responsive to any specific findings made in the report and recommendations. Accordingly, these objections will be overruled. Objection 2, which argues that criminal indictments are negotiable instruments on which Ms. Cook can claim any amount of money, is similarly frivolous. Viewed in the most favorable light, Ms. Cook's objection could be construed as an argument that the government was required to produce the allegedly fraudulent 1099 OID to support the indictment. Even if that were her claim, it would fail legally because a facially valid indictment is not subject to challenge on the ground that a grand jury acted on inadequate or incompetent evidence. United States versus Castro, 6th Circuit, 1990. United States versus Calandra, 1974. The federal government ain't playing with this. Y'all keep on the federal. Yeah, that's why y'all. So I know a lot of these sovereigns, y'all ain't real. Y'all ain't winning in federal court. Absent proof of a long-standing pattern of prosecutorial misconduct, along with actual prejudice, the superseding indictment stands. She will never be able to prove that. The remaining contention that an indictment is somehow an object of monetary value on which the charged criminal defendant can stake a claim for any money amount satisfies even the most credulous definition of frivolity, and no further consideration of this objection is necessary. They're like, it is so ludicrous. We're not even going to even. That's what they gave it to Wade. Fuck out of here. But everybody, so my thing is, people, why are people still going around pushing it? Why are they still going around and pushing it? Why are they still going around and pushing it? Don't get mad at me. Yeah. Don't get mad at me. People, don't get mad at me leaving it live because the Federal Court of Appeals is spanking your own belief systems down. Y'all want to know why they leave? Because when they read shit like this, they don't know where else to turn. Like, this is all their belief system. The courts is just destroying right now. This is why. They're destroying their belief system, and they're mad at the reality of it. This is why they still jumping from group to group. I see them coming in and coming out. As soon as I start talking about that sovereign stuff, you see how they leave? Because that's what they really are. They all still broke. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no remedy. And they all still running around desperate on TikTok, hoping to get out of paying the bills that they don't want to pay. That's all it is. And they're mad at me for exposing it. Finally, objection 3. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, finally, objection 3. Challenging Judge Poplin's finding on the motion for summary judgment makes no substantive sort. Merely labeling objection as such without providing grounds for the objection does not trigger de novo review. She don't even know what standards that she has to prove to even get her documents through the door. See United States versus Bean, 2017. Therefore, Judge Poplin's decision on the summary judgment motion in which Ms. Cook seeks return of her private and public paperwork that the government allegedly has in its possession will be accepted in the absence of any substantive objection, including the court is mindful of its duty to liberally construe the briefs of pro se litigants and apply less stringent standards to parties proceeding pro se. Meaning, if I was to file my motion pro se without a lawyer, the courts are not going to hold that motion at the same standard that they would do an actual lawyer. So they're going to give you a little leeway. So basically, if I was making an argument, but I'm not putting it in the right form or saying it correctly, the court is going to go ahead and not finish the argument, but they're going to go treat it as you made the correct argument. So they're going to be like, okay, we see what you're trying to say, so we're going to go with what you're trying to say. We get what you're trying to say. You're just not putting it in the proper form. So they're going to construe it as it was in the proper form. They give you leeway because they know you're not a lawyer. So they're not going to hammer you down for every little mistake. They're gonna give you some leeway. So even if you made a mistake, they'll like overlook it and try to construe it at your best argument. Even under this standard, the court finds Ms. Cook's objection lacking in substance. Accordingly, her objection is overruled and the court accepts and holds Judge Poplin's report and recommendation. And this is from the Chief United States District Judge. And this lady was indicted for, before we go, and they talk about the sovereign movement and all the beliefs, she was indicted for presenting a fictitious and false fictitious financial instrument, such as a bill of exchange in the amount of $1 million and filing a fraudulent tax return based on a 1099 OID, the same way they're telling people on TikTok right now to file the OID, the same way in all the 1099s with the withholding as income, the same way they're telling people to file it today. This lady was indicted by the federal government. And every type of sovereign movement, this, give me the bill for the indictment. The indictment is negotiable. All that shit, the federal courts shot it down. So instead of getting mad at me, I'm actually helping people. You try any of your belief system, whether sovereign, more, Sesta K, Vi Trust, whatever you could pay a bill with a 1099 A, B, C, D, E, F, G. You bring that shit to federal court. They got something for your ass. They got something for your ass. They're going to blow a new torch up your ass. They're going to blow a new asshole out of you. They're going to destroy your belief system. Everyone who's came to federal court with these ideologies, which people still have to today, they've always lost. And I told y'all, and before we go, I just want to do one more. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. Before y'all go. Fraudulent. Watch this. Before y'all go, and I let y'all know earlier this year. Here we go. Let me see. Here we go. I'm about to show y'all. Hold on, let me see. It might be. Okay, hold on. That's not it. That's not it. I got y'all. I'm telling y'all, the IRS is not playing. They're not playing this year. This tax season, they're not playing. They're not playing this tax season. They're not playing. They're not playing. Let me see. They have, yep. The Internal Revenue wrapped up the annual Dirty Dozen list for tax scams for 2023. It's going to be, they're going to have a new one at the end of the year. Here's the tax scams for 2023. The IRS is waiting on y'all $1 million tax returns with the 1040. These outrageous 1099 filers, then trying to get a refund off the 1099. They're ready for it. Employee retention credit, fake charities. Watch this. Most tax preparers provide outstanding professional service. However, people should be careful of shady tax professionals and watch for common warning signs, including charging a fee based on the size of the refund. A major red flag, a bad sign to taxpayers unwilling to sign a dotted line. Avoid these ghost preparers who will prepared tax returns but refuse to sign or include their IRS prepared tax identification number. It's not one of them. The reason why I don't do it, because the way I do it, the government actually goes after. They don't like you have, when you're doing taxes the correct way, they tend to get real. It's not that I'm telling you, it's like, if you're gonna do it on your own, do it your argument on your own, but don't start doing it for everybody else. That's why I make sure the paperwork is done, the information correct, or anything. So I'm kind of like hiding I'm behind you. I'm being you. And of course, my mom, I do my mom's. Mom, trust me, what? I got my mom out that ditch. My mom was up to like $250,000 in tax debt. I got my mom out that ditch. I ain't fuck my mom account up. Call mom.
Hello.
Hey, mom.
Hey, Will.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. When are y'all coming back from your vacation?
Yeah.
You on your way? All right, mom.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just want you just to clarify something. I just want you to I just want you just to clarify something right quick for me. So, before I started, remember when I was in prison, you gave me your first tax bill to do? Yeah, remember, from your business, your daycare from years back. So, explain to me how the IRS, well, explain to my audience how the IRS was treating you or whatever they was doing before I stepped in, and then tell me what happened after I stepped in, what started happening.
Oh gosh, some back headache. Well, I was getting letter after letter, threatening, and then they said, well, they're going to do garnishment, and then they were going to take property. Actually, one of the I don't know if she was the supervisor, but the two of the workers came out to the daycare.
Oh, they actually came to the daycare.
Huh?
They actually showed up, the revenue agents.
Yes, the reason
Wow.
why they came to the daycare because they could have to assess my asset because they were going to be seized because of the tax bill. So remember the white van that I had for the kids?
Yes.
I had the white van, that 15 passenger van, so our field trip. So they assessed that, they assessed my car, and then they assessed the daycare furniture.
Wow.
And then they said, so what's your other means of income? And I said, there is no other means. It is my daycare. You take the car, you take the van, you take the furniture, you take everything from my daycare. I have no income. And that is the only thing that stopped them from seizing the asset. So then they put me on this repayment plan where I had to, like, every month I had to pay like $600-700. It was like huge.
Wow.
And then they said, and on top of that, Ms. Thomas, your interest is still going to accrue until every dime is paid back. So I was at my wit's end, and that's when I started, I said, son, I need your help, and that's when I came to it. And that's when I started telling you, because I was just getting, how they was just so bad.
Right. Because, because before I was just letting you know, hey mom, I'm studying, I'm learning something new. Hold on. Hey babe, come here for a second. Hey. Yeah.
to you because I remember you telling me that. And I'm like, shoot, you know, I'm not trying. I'm gonna see if he can help me because I was drowning because of the payment. And then I had to, you know, contact payment staff and they said you missed and they were threatening you with the payment. There could be legal action brought against you. You could be taken to court. You could be jailed over the everything is nasty.
Right. So, and that's around the time I was letting you know, hey, mom, I think I'm on to something. I wrote you a letter. I was like, hey, mom. And then that's when you was like, son, see if you can help me out with this. And
that 18.
Right.
And then they sent me, that's when they sent me that other one that was 18,000. I was like, what are they doing? That's when I sent it to you. I said, son, please see what you can do with this. And dude, you can remember, Lamont, I nearly jumped out of my skin about 40, maybe 45 days later. I get a letter from the IRS, and you know me, I'm thinking it's a bill. They're going to send me something else, like what are they doing now? And that's when they said, Ms. Thomas, you or your representative, we have received correspondence from you or your representative concerning this matter. And then at the top, you know, it said your tax year and the amount. And they said, at this time, no further information is needed, or no further action is needed from me. And he said, once we have completed our whatever it is, I can't remember.
Right.
But they said that then we will process your tax bill, and you can please let your representative, and then it listed your name. That's when I screamed out because I was like, my son did it. Oh, freaking God. No, he did it.
Yeah, because I remember I was writing them weeks after weeks. I'm like, yo, y'all take care of that. I wrote them like 10 letters. And I remember when I had the copy, I lost it. They actually put my name upper and lower case. They say, like, please let Lamont A. Thomas know that.
And I think that it was. I was like, well, you harassment because they were like, please let you, and they put your name on it. But you know, you do not need to send anything. Dude, I don't know what you did, but you must have drove it crazy because they wrote that at the stop it. And the next thing I knew, son, I went to check tax bill zero. $18,000 wiped out. I'm like, what the frick just happened? What the frick just happened? And then that's when I was like, oh my gosh, you're not on something. You are freaking on to something. And then, dude, why do you think I'm teaching now? You know the story?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, tell them about that right quick.
I went to Potomac College in Washington, D.C. It's now called the University of Potomac. When I went to Potomac, it's Potomac College. Well, apparently, my student loan did cover all of it, and I had $7,998 bill left. So after I graduated, the day after I graduated, and I went to the office and to accounts or whatever it is, student accounts, and they said I had this bill and I couldn't get my degree or my official transcript until it was paid in full. And I was like, wait, what? Are you freaking kidding me? So I was like, you know, I'm working now full time. But then
So how much was that student loan? How much was that student loan debt again?
it was $7,998 that was through the university. Potomac University. And so when COVID hit and I lost my business, I said, well, the only thing I could do was go into teaching, because if you have a bachelor's degree, you could do the crossover program, and then you could go into research yourself and go into teaching. But to apply, you have to show your bachelor's. So when I worked for Potomac College, say to them, and would they please release it? And you know, they're like, nope, that bill was due. They would not release nothing, no transcript. I couldn't give the Prince William County Public Schools my transcript or nothing to apply to get the teaching job. And so that's when I said, son, your mama needs you again. And I printed all that stuff out. They gave it to you, Mama. And it was exactly 29 days later. Something in my spirit said, hey, why don't you check to see? It's been almost a month and you ain't heard nothing back from Potomac. And I was like, what? I'm going to check. So I said, the next day I'm going to check. Then I came home from work and I stopped and got my mail. And it was something from Potomac College that I could put it out there and just check with them. And it was the letter from the dean. It was my letter stating that I had completed my course, that I graduated with the 3.95 with my Bachelor's of Science in Business Management. My conferred date was 2010. The whole thing. If there's any other information you need concerning Jacqueline Thomas, please don't hesitate to reach out to her. I have included her official transfer. Dude, I got free. I got every my account was zeroed out. I didn't have anything. It was paid and good. I never got anything from Potomac. I was never told this. I just got the letter saying everything was paid in full. And then sitting in my transcript, I admitted this to Prince William County 2 weeks later. Well, you know the story, son. I was hired. Now it's been 3 years. And you know, this is my 3rd year of teaching now.
Right.
Special education at the school.
Right.
So I tell everybody, I thought that's so like we didn't know what we were going to do, and we didn't have $8,000 in the Potomac. And I don't know what you did. I don't care what you did. All I know is that you got zeroed out. So I got my transcript sent, and they sent my bachelor's degree. My hubby went out and got me a beautiful frame, and it's hanging on. He said, mahogany frame.
Wow.
Listen to me. And you see that big frame in the
I see it. Every time I go to the house, I see it.
That is, I posted out in there to remind it, because when everybody said, oh, look at that beautiful thing, you graduated. I don't talk about the degree. I talk about that story, how I got that degree. And they'd be like, what? Wait a minute. He just did what? He did what? I said, well, you just don't know. You just don't know. He done 2016, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2018, 2019, all zeroed out. All zeroed out.
And
zeroed out.
All through the IRS. All through the IRS. All through your student. It was just, no matter if it was a
0.00. Every time here.
All through the even your student loan bill, even your student loan, went straight to the IRS. And
now I got it. And now do they give you NAVI so you can zero that?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yes. I will have that done Monday. I will go pick it up and I will have that done.
Didn't give you that?
Yes. Okay. It's in my files. I will have that sit.
But you know, now on my credit record, there's nothing on my credit but NAVI. Everything in the files is gone.
Okay.
I mean, it is zeroed out. But I need to get rid of NAVI.
Okay.
And then I won't have enough left, and then your mama give you basically alone for a while.
Okay, so yeah, all right, that's part. Okay, Mom, I'm going to go in my files and pull it out just in case I can't find it. I will go by and pick. All right, and I will pick up another copy. I'll come by when y'all get home, pick it just in case I can't find it by the time y'all get home. Yeah. All right. So. All right. So exactly. So, Mom, remember when I had you write a letter to me? To the IR, had a letter for me. So what I did was I wrote the IRS and I needed you to confirm that you're my mom. You know, you signed a birth certificate, social security card. So when I wrote the IRS, I put myself in a position as your biological property, right?
Exactly.
And then what I did was I say, hey, I'm the beneficiary to everything that you made off my mom's property. So when I sent that to him, so when I attach your tax bills, I set off the account. Based and just sent the all the forms in. Now, when I did your student loan, I actually mailed that to the IRS, and I mailed the bill to the IRS as well. And I remember vividly, I told them to take the $8,000 and credit your student loan debt account.
Is that why I got that letter?
Yes.
I got a letter from Navy. No, on my credit from saying that your student loan debt has decreased. You know, way to go, keep paying. You know how they send you those.
Yes.
When I checked, it had gone down.
Yes. That's what I'm saying.
That's why it went down so low.
Yes.
It came from the 8,000.
That's it. Yes. So right. Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like with y'all, that's what I did. I sent the documents to the IRS and I told them to credit your student loan account. And that's how you know it's done legitly, because the student loan people told you this bill's paid, it's in full, you don't owe anymore. Exactly. So
I was like, Lord, if y'all made a mistake, that's gonna be on y'all.
no.
Because I didn't say it, so I was like, how did it decrease? Now it makes sense. Now I know why. You know, they were right.
Exactly. Exactly. So in your last correspondence, I told you I did it 200. I think it was about 250,000, but I didn't put the actual total value. And remember, they sent y'all 2 letters. I read to my people 2 letters, and they stopped any collection, anything on the account or whatever till they finish it. I went back and claimed the payments that you made into Social Security and Medicaid. And guess what? That same letter that they gave you with the last stuff I discharged or set off, notice how they gave you that same letter again. We received one of the following. Right. Right.
I got the exact duplicate last month. And I was like, Brian, this is like the one that I got for the very first one that Lamar did with the 18,000. It is exactly that we received correspondence from the representative. Nope. It is Lamar, it was almost circular.
That letter lets you know a set off or refund is coming. That's that letter right there.
Yeah, because it was like what, maybe a month or 2.
Right.
And I got it was zeroed out. So yeah.
Yep. So
that's when I said, oh, this was going to be done next.
yep. So that's one for you and B. That one was the refund of your Medicaid, your Social Security, and all of your federal income tax ever withheld from your 40, 50 plus years of working.
Wait a minute. Do you know what you're saying?
Oh, I know exactly what I'm saying. That's what that was for. For you and B. For you and B.
Wait a minute. So it's not just mine?
Both of y'all, because y'all married. So I can do both of y'all at the same time.
Oh, we had it wrong. We thought it was just me.
It's both of y'all.
That letter, Brian, it wasn't just for me. It was a refund for our taxes and security Medicaid for both of us because we married. So it doubles, like with yours and mine for all the years we've been working. We thought he just did it for mine, but he did it for both of us.
Yep.
Oh my.
And that letter, right? And remember, and they sent another one saying, "Hold on, we're processing everything. Just yep, Mom. Yep, I got it, and I got it. And I read them. I read them off the other day. Right. Right. So y'all should be looking out probably within the next 60 days, whenever they're finished. It's going to be on the letter. It's going to say Bureau of Fiscal Service. and it's going to have JT Black and Bryant Black, and it's going to be a check inside of there.
So the check will be in both of them?
It's going to be, yep, it's going to be in y'all names. That's what's coming next.
Doing first, right, Lamont?
What?
You know I'm going baby boot show.
Oh God, I'm gone. Okay. All right, but yeah. So y'all be on the standby for that, because that's what that was. I told them, y'all go ahead. I didn't close it down. Yep. All right. Oh, phone drop. Yeah, that's all. Yeah, the phone dropped.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's okay. But that's all I just wanted just to get your testimony, because it's a lot of people out here scamming people and telling people the wrong way. And I tell people, I said, my mom's not gonna lie for me. You're deacon and deaconess at the church. Mom, you ain't never, even though I wanted you to lie for me in the past with the police, but you ain't gonna lie. Yeah, mom is not going to sit up here and lie to people for, she is not going to do that. So I would just giving up, because it's always good when you have testimonies of strangers, but when you got someone actually close to you that can attest and not lie and be very honest. And you got to remember, Mom, I was locked up when I first started this, so we was both taking risks. You didn't know what it could lead. I didn't know, but
I didn't know they were going to come after me. I didn't know the system. I didn't know IRS. I didn't know anything that I knew you.
Right. So
I put my trust in you.
Right. And I remember you told me, make sure you thoroughly research, thoroughly study before you move. I remember you sent me that letter. You said, son, make sure you do your thorough research before you do anything. And that's what stuck with me. That's why I was like, you know what? You right. Let me do my. Right. I know. And yes, exactly. And I didn't want you to get caught up in some scam or scheme. So when you sent me that initial bill, I did not send it out until 4 months later.
Yeah, it took a while. That's the thing, Lamont. When you help somebody, you tell them they have to be patient. This is not an overnight. If you're looking for a quick fix, no, it takes patience, because you have to do your due. They have to understand you're doing your due diligence on their behalf. So they don't want you to just rush through it and then they get all hemmed up. They should want you to take your time, and so that it's done right, just the way you did it for your mother. That's how you approach each person, as if you're doing it for your parent. So you're going to take your time, and you live to live. People know that. So they have to be patient, and they have to trust the system, trust you, and let you do what you know how to do, what you studied and researched all these years for. And
yeah, she's in the they're traveling back. Oh, Mom, want to talk to y'all. Yep, you're here.
Okay, I'm special.
You good?
I get that one back.
Okay.
But no, they just have to be. If they be patient, be honest, let you know everything up front, and any correspondence that comes in, Xerox it. Make sure they give it to you. You can't help things that you don't know about. So the line of communication always has to stay open. And
yeah.
That's the best advice. That's the best advice I can get. And until you hear back, if you're in a payment plan, they IRS said continue to make it until you hear back. Once we heard back and it was zeroed out, we didn't have to make it anymore. But I didn't want any issues to come down the line. Well, why did you stop making your payments and that? You just follow your lead.
You couldn't have said it better. I try to say this to everyone, and a lot of things too that I try to tell people. You got to come in with the right intentions in your heart. If you're just trying to use me just because you don't want to pay a bill, or you're just trying to manipulate the system, God is in awful control of. There's things that if it's for us, it's going to be for us.
There you go.
And we got to rely on having good intentions as well. It's so many people out here scamming. It's so many people out here taking people's money and not. It's just so much going on. It gets so convoluted. So I always try to tell people, don't fall victim to the scams. Please do your research as well. Take your time. Be patient. It's not going to come when you want it to come, when you expect it to come. It's always going to come when you need it.
Yep.
And it's going to come when you least expect it.
Yep.
It's going to
come on your time, but it's going to come right on time.
That's that.
You just have to be patient. And if you come with any other motive other than the honest truth, it will fail. No matter how much you research and how good it is, like you said, God is in control of all of it. And if you're coming with ulterior motives, it's going to be found out, and there's going to be something that's going to prevent it from happening for you. It may have happened to the person before you, and it will happen to the person after you, but it won't happen to you because of the way you came and approached it and your intention. So be honest and pay your bill until you are told otherwise. Don't just use this as I want to go on vacation. I ain't trying to pay this bill. It doesn't work like that. So, chance favors the prepared mind. I always say that. So you prepare yourself to do the right thing, and chances is good things will come out of it. And Lamont, you listen to your spirit. You know those that you need to help and those you need to walk away from. And you're not shy to say, no, I can't help you. Or yes, I can help you. So you also have to follow your heart too, because you'll be able to weed out the tares from the wheat.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Mom. I turn people down all day, every day. I don't even take their money because the spirit. I don't feel their spirit. I just don't. I don't even take it because right. Because one thing, I never try to let this be motivated by money, be motivated by greed. You notice that, Mom. When I first did this, I wasn't looking for no type of monetary outcome. I was just trying to help you out. I wasn't looking for nothing out the deal.
I didn't say, hey, can you get me this money? Can you get me a car? I just didn't want them to take everything I had, and I just was trying to get out of that. And you know what it was? And 90% of it was interest. And
right.
That was
the interest. And me being in, I couldn't help you out. I felt like I had to get this done. I can't help my mom out with nothing. I'm locked away. I can't do nothing. And I didn't want to hear you calling.
You did more for me behind bars than the family did out here the entire time. Save for my husband, you did more for me. And now that you're out and all that you have done there, you know that Pastor John said that he had a word from me from God, and the word said, for all you've done all your life, you've devoted your life to help another. Now it's your time to rest. This is this white guy this pastor that doesn't know, me or my family or you or anything. But he said it will soon be you and your husband's time to sit back and rest, because your son will take care of you. And we won't have to do anything. And he told me that 3 years ago.
Wow.
3 years now? 3 years ago, he said between 3-4 years ago. It's never, God's timing is not our time. So we don't know if it's going to be, oh, this prophecy is going to happen right now, or this is going to happen next month. But it always happens right on time. And things are happening for me right on time because lo and behold, you got my transcript released. Lo and behold, I was able to get this job. Now, I'm in a good position, and I'm moving up in the Prince William County school system, and I'm getting all my debts wiped out, and I'm down to one. So I couldn't see this 3-4 years ago. I just had to go on faith, and that is where that patience comes in at. So you tell your people that you help. If you're not willing to go the whole trip, if you're not willing to go through the whole thing, don't take the first step. If you're not willing to finish it, don't start it.
Facts.
And so I was patient, and it's happening. And the prophecy is coming to life because look what is happening. And this is just the beginning.
This is the beginning.
This is just the beginning.
Yeah. Ma, you are absolutely. I don't even know what this is. You are absolutely.
You have a gift. You have a gift. But you have to be careful with your gift because we're great, where much is given, much is expected. God has blessed you with much because you have dumbfounded companies as to how a boy with no legal background sitting in a federal jail in their little crappy law library mastered lawyers and found out the system that the 1%ers use to keep the rest of society down. And who was the one who figured it out? My son. The one, remember, you was considered the black sheep of the family. The one that, oh, he's not going to do nothing. Oh, he's not going to not to. And look at you now. And I said, don't worry about it. You don't have to care. That's my son. I'll care. I will love him. It doesn't matter. I was proud of you, just as proud as you when you were behind bars as I am of you now. Bars mean nothing to me. Past mean nothing to me. Because unless you got 2 holes in your hands and feet, you can't say nothing because everybody is messed up. So I don't want to hear it. So what? So he went to jail. And what is your point? You're not changing my mind. That's my baby boy. And I am going to love him whether you like it or not. So I didn't get 2 parts. But you have a gift. And God has blessed you with a huge gift. But he's also expecting a lot from you. That's why you have to be careful. You can't do it for the wrong reasons. You can't just throw money in people's pockets. You have to help those that actually need the help. And those that come after you to get rich quick, you turn them away. Because what God giveth, he taketh away. And if you don't use this gift right, son, he will remove it from you. So you use that as your warning. Don't let money change your mind. Don't let somebody throw, oh, I'll give you double, I'll give you triple. Walk away. You know the Bible says the money is the root of all evil. That is the root, and that starts evil deeds. Walk away. You make money from the next 3 or 4 clients who need the help. Yes. And that's my advice for you, baby boy. I ain't need to talk to you. Your mama love you. She tried to give you advice.
Thank you, Mom. And that wasn't just for me. That needed to be said and that needed to be heard. And y'all call me when y'all get in, when y'all on your way. We'll come meet y'all for a second.
And okay, and son, please, when you before the day's over, please call and check on them. And we won't get on until later tonight, but just want to make
Do you want me just? Do you want me to just? I called her last night. She didn't answer. It was probably too late. Do you want me to just go by there?
Would you please?
Okay, I'll do that in a little bit. I'll go check on that in a little bit. All right.
Love you, baby.
All right. Love you too, Mom. Love you, B-Ski.
Oh, D, he said, love you, DC. All right, dog.
All right.
I had some bud in my ear. So
Okay. All right. See y'all. Safe travels. All right. Normally not a man without that's lost for words. I didn't know it was gonna go there. Oh, you just missed her. But my mom, she'll be back on. She's spoken to other, my Supreme Elite Team group members before, and I don't think that message was just for me. I think that message was just for everyone here in the moment. And she wasn't talking to me, although she was talking to me. I think she was speaking to all of us as a whole. That it's not going to be easy. It was never easy. When everybody think it was just an easy, quick, fast thing. It took a lot of disappointments, a lot of denials, a lot of insult my intelligence. And one thing that I can honestly say today, that when I first ventured out on this path, it was never to see how much money I can get. Like, it was never, I didn't even get that far down the road. Like, I didn't. And if so, I mean, I really couldn't enjoy it. Maybe my family could, but it's little stuff like that you don't always have to hit the home run with every process. I mean, like, right, man, lawyers have been baffled. They've just really trying to figure out, like, how do we know this? Like, we're not supposed to know this. And once we come to this in the right spirit and the right intentions, y'all, it's hard to turn back. You're going to be met with resistance. The evil spirits is out there. They're going to try to distract you off your path. Everybody on TikTok, they're always trying to tell you what you want to hear, how easy it is, and they're not telling what needs to be said. My mom said it perfectly. But as long as you keep your intentions as pure as you can, you're doing these things for the right reason, and you are exercising your right. Because the premise is, we're not trying to say we don't want to pay our bills anymore. That's not what we're saying. That was never my position, to get out of a debt. But if I owe you a debt and you have taken my property and made money off it, I'm not even asking you to cut me a check. All I'm saying is, hey, well, if I'm entitled to these proceeds and I owe a debt, you just set off the account. Y'all can keep the rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, equity. Just be fair. I don't mind you making money off my property, but cut me in on the proceeds. That's all I'm saying. In most cases, I will forego a check if it says, all right, you don't owe us, but we're not going to cut you a check. I'll be like, cool. Cool. Make sure you report it to the credit bureaus, pay it off. My credit score goes up. I can apply for more financing. Cool. But it's never just a gimme, greed. I've never been that type of person. Like, I turn down money because I'm good on spirit and energy. A lot of stuff people say I'm not feeling, and I want y'all to go down this road because you're going to have to go down the road. But I share the stuff I share with the people so your road can be a little smoother than mine. Because remember, all I had was the buddies surrounding me. I didn't have internet. I didn't have access to deep research. So I really had to hone in. So I don't want to see y'all making the mistakes that I see a lot of people make, falling for these traps. And that is my number one thing. I don't want to see y'all falling for these traps because it actually pisses me off when I know there's people that really needs help, people that really want to learn, that people that really want to understand. And this is a very sensitive thing. Sensitive. It's nothing to play with. It's not a game. These people, this is not a game. This is not no quick little, this is not a game. This is, when you send these documents, this is serious. Y'all read the last court case, they put that person in prison. They put that person, this is not a game. And I don't want to see y'all going down that path. And my mom is right. Just like I would do with my mom, if you get services from me, I'm going to put the same time and dedication into it. I don't care if it takes me 8 months after you paid me. I'm not going to send nothing off that is not up to par. Because I'm going to do my thorough due diligence on your behalf. Because I have a name and I have a family I represent. I have a mom and a dad that I represent. And mom would, and I try not to do anything now that's going to upset my mom. So I know that, like, if she found out I was scamming, if she found out I was, it's not a conversation I want to have with her. She'd be so disappointed. I worked hard to get her back on the proud side of things because I used to get in trouble a lot. So now that I have her in this, see me in this image, I'm not going to do anything that's going to disrupt that. That's why I take all these documents I typed up with my hand. Hours and hours. All this is typed up by hand. Hundreds and hundreds of documents from my clients. All this here is typed up by hand. All this in here by hand. Blood, sweat, and tears. 12 hours a day. And 90% of it is not even for me. 90% of it is other people paid for stuff, like services. I take this very serious. I take this very serious. That's why it irks my soul. And y'all see, I'm always talking about it because it irks my soul that people are just trying to, all you gotta do is file this and do this, file this and do. It irks my soul because I know they're not coming with good intentions. And if you're going to spend your money, what do you say? Yeah, you're right. It's just something. That's one thing if you know about me. My morals, principles, my character, who I am, I guard that. There's just things that I just won't do. That's why I'm not for sale. People offer me double than what my price was, and I'm not for sale. So I want to read this last paragraph for y'all. Then I'm gonna let y'all go. It said on day 8 of the Dirty Dozen tax scam series, the Internal Revenue Service today warned about bad tax information on social media that can lure honest taxpayers with bad advice, potentially leading to identity theft and tax problems. Social media can routinely circulate inaccurate or misleading tax information where people on TikTok, notice how they said TikTok first. Notice how they said TikTok first. Hold on. Notice how they said TikTok first. Because that is the #1 place for BS information. 98% of TikToks is scamming. And I want y'all to follow me. Hold on, y'all. I want y'all to follow me on TikTok because I'm going to be going live over there. And I want y'all to build it. But why did they say TikTok? Because TikTok is flooded with fraudulent tax schemes. Everything that they tell people to follow on TikTok is going to lead you to trouble. And those people get mad at me because I'm looking out for the best interests of people I haven't even met. Like, why should I even really care? Like, realistic, I shouldn't even care as long as I'm doing it correctly. But I feel like I have a duty because of my knowledge. It's not something that I actually really want to do, get in people's business. But I feel like I have a duty to not sit back and watch honest people who just they don't know. So they're trusting people to know what they know. And I'm not saying, oh, just come spend all your money with me. That's not what I'm saying. If you spend money with anybody, make sure that they're giving out the proper information, because it's not only a benefit for you, it's a benefit for me, it's a benefit for everybody here. It's all of our benefits if the IRS sees accurate tax, you know what I'm saying? Instead of fraudulent, because it's the fraudulent tax returns that has them putting a microscope under every little thing. So it's not about me individually, it's about everybody presenting proper returns, exercising their rights properly. So it says social media can routinely circulate inaccurate or misleading tax information where people on TikTok and other social media platforms share widely inaccurate tax advice. Some involve urging people to misuse common tax documents like Form W-2 or more obscure ones like Form 8944 involving a technical e-file form not commonly used by taxpayers. Both schemes encourage people to submit false, inaccurate information in hopes of getting a refund. The IRS warns people not to fall for these scams. Taxpayers who knowingly file fraudulent tax returns potentially face significant civil and criminal penalties. Social media is an easy way for scammers and others to try to encourage people to pursue really bad ideas, and that includes ways to magically increase your tax refund, says IRS Commissioner Danny Warfel. There are many ways to get good tax information, including IRS news on social media and from trusted tax professionals. But people should be careful with who they're following on social media for tax advice. Unlike hacks to fix a leaky kitchen sink or creative makeup tips, people shouldn't rely on made-up ways on social media to patch up their tax return and boost their refund. He is absolutely correct. Warnings against bad advice on social media is day 8 of the 2024 annual Dirty Dozen campaign. A list of 12 scams and schemes that put taxpayers and the tax professional community at risk of losing money personal information, data, and more. So it's not just, it's the whole community that is impacted. Started in 2002, the Dirty Dozen is not a legal document or a formal listing of agency enforcement priorities, but the education effort is designed to raise awareness and protect taxpayers and tax pros for common tax schemes and tax scams and schemes, including bad social media advice. As a member of the Security Summit, the IRS have worked with state agencies in the nation's tax industry for 9 years to comparatively implement a variety of internal security measures to protect tax. So that's for like internal stuff. So social media, not the ideal place for solid tax advice. Social media can connect people and information from all over the globe. Unfortunately, sometimes people provide bad advice that can lure good taxpayers into trouble. Do you know how many people I dealt with where taxes were good until they got with that person for social media or a person across the street and other people on TikToks and just got hammered with tax bills? Otherwise, they had a good account, a good report. The IRS warns taxpayers to be wary of trusted internet advice, whether it's a fraudulent tactic promoted by scammers or it's a patently false tax-related scheme trending across popular social media platforms. While some producers of misleading content are driven by criminal profit motive, because that's what the majority are, criminal motive, money, here is a big, serious, dangerous one that y'all need to understand. Others are simply trying to gain attention and clicks. They will post anything, no matter how wrong or outlandish, if it garners more attention. Just like I posted of that young lady talking about all debts prepaid, file 1099 AOID, and had Doja Cat in the background, and she just moving in the camera looking pretty, and then the tick goes off. They know everybody gonna click on that. It's clickbait. IRS aware various filing season hashtags and social media topics leading to inaccurate and potentially fraudulent information. The central theme of these examples involve people trying to use the legitimate tax forms for the wrong reason. Here are just two. The tax scheme, fraudulent advice on W-2. This scheme circulating on social media encourages people to use tax software to manually fill out W-2 statements, include false income information. In this W-2 scheme, scam artists suggest people to make up large income and withholding figures as well as the employer is coming from. Scam artists then instruct people to file the bogus tax return electronically in hopes of getting a substantial refund, sometimes as much as high as 5 figures due to the large amount of withholding. There are other two ones, 7202 and Schedule 8. But this right here is what Tamika had people filing. And the brother hit me in the email when the IRS rejected it. I ain't gonna say his name because he the one that I had the phone conversation with about Tamika's last scam. But you know, it's like the slave can't leave the master. He got impatient, went back to her again with that fake W-2 and WC filing, that corrected W-2 filing, where you add up the whole amount of your income as withholding. Remember what I'm saying? What Tamika told people to do. And this is why she got out of Atlanta and moved to Texas, because the IRS, they didn't just remove the fraudulent. These are people who had earned income child tax credit, and the IRS took all that too. Like, people were actually looking for her. Not only did they didn't get the refund, they didn't get nothing. And Tamika took all their money up front, and they didn't get nothing. Now, I get they're going to send a letter, might try to smoke screen, or this ain't legit, but you got to go through the motions with them, because if you're standing on truth and you got good intentions, you'll be able to withstand any of their questioning, you'll be able to withstand it. I can withstand it. They can send me a letter saying that, hey, your W-2, what you filed for this person is fraudulent. I'm not going to be unmoved because I'm moving in truth. I'm moving in the spirit of truth. I'll just respond and watch how the tables turn. I'm not going to be moved by it because I know I'm operating in truth. But all these other ones, you can look on the taxpayer website. Yeah, y'all. So y'all just beware, man. Beware. Please be aware. Please be aware of the tax schemes, y'all. Yeah. They do. That's what I'm saying. They need to start locking them up. They need to start locking them up. They need to. It's the only way it's going to stop. They need to start locking them up. They definitely do. They need to start locking. That's what I'm telling y'all. It's all on TikTok, y'all. Every post I see. Why you think I be posting those clips? They're all telling you stuff that's going to lead to wrong. And all they're doing for clicks and baits and views. They don't have any real information. So if you need assistance with your income tax return, or if you had W-2 withholding Social Security, Medicaid taxes, and you believe that the source of your income did not come from a government grant, such as alcohol, tobacco, firearms, your occupation doesn't need a license or government permission. If your job is in the private sector, you don't work for a government company where the income excise tax laws applies, reach out to me. I go back 3 years for a refund of the erroneously withheld Social Security, Medicaid, and even payments that you made on a bill that you received. Reach out me to the email, y'all. Reach out to me in the email, and yeah, because last thing I hate to see is people who really need the help, especially dealing with the IRS, because it's already, you see what my mom went through. They actually, I didn't know that. This is my first time hearing it. She never told me that. And I don't think she told me while I was in, because she probably know I'd have been stressing. Yo, they sent agents to her house trying to take her shit. I didn't know that. And it's bad enough dealing with the IRS is crazy as hell. What you don't need is people telling you paying for a service that you think it sounds good, sounds sweet, and you're going to get a big, large refund, and then they turn around and hit you with a bill, and then guess what? That teacher is going to disappear, or he's going to send you some bullshit Moorish American document to file on it, or some bullshit status correction. I got webinars you could purchase for educational purpose. I got other types of 1099 webinars I had, even if you don't, just so you can be knowledgeable and understand what's going on. But I'm telling you, I got 10 years of IRS experience. Even if you don't get a professional taxpayer, you need someone like me to look over your books if you don't fully understand, because I can see the things that you don't see. Just like when I was in my beginning phases, my teachers, they saw what I don't see. I know the inner workings of the IRS. I know how they, do you see the letters? They know that's coming from me on behalf of my parents. You see, I don't get no, nah, you better stop. I don't get those. I know their system. I don't know their whole internal accounting, but I know enough to get the things done that we want done. I know enough to get you refunded for the erroneous withholding, Social Security, Medicaid. I know how to get that back for you. And payments that you already made on your debt instrument, which you transferred at the redemption price for property. I know how to do those correctly. I don't even know how to get clean energy credit back, because if I study it, I'm pretty sure I can. But I know what affects our everyday lives, what I can do. Even if you don't get it from me, get it from someone that knows what they're doing. That's all I'm saying. And if you still want to do it yourself, I'll hold it. I hold another tax class on it. Whatever you need, but what you don't need is IRS troubles, because they are relentless in their assault. They are relentless in their collection. You see, they sent agents out. They assessing accounts. They was coming to take my mom's shit. They're not playing. And you don't need to be playing Russian roulette with your financial lives either. be very wary when you go on TikTok and other platforms. With that being said, if you got any questions, any comments, inquiry for services, thomaslegacy603@gmail.com. I will try to get to all the emails in a timely fashion. Enjoy the rest of your day. Remember, before you go, if your job or your occupation does not derive the income from your job, is not that of where the excise laws apply, it is not a taxable income. And we need to rebut the W-2 reporting, correct the W-2 reporting, and correct the 1040 filing. That I know how to do very well. If you need assistance, one-on-one, just reach out. Do not fall for these people's bait. They're just trying to get your money and get their views and clout up on social media. With that being said, till next time, salute!